Пошли. Все вместе. Какие ваши доказательства?
They want you to comply.
Cancel culture is about canceling.
Кокаином.
Up yours. Woke moralists. Up yours.
This is systematic bullying that's happening.
Woke moralists. Up yours.
And they believe that they can then
Woke
shut us
moralists.
up.
F around and find out.
Up yours. Woke moralists.
They seem animalistic is what I mean.
No, they're worse than animals.
The woke mob, they ruin everything.
They stop Ben Shapiro from going to events and speaking. They stop Ann Coulter from doing it.
I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob.
You never cave to the mob.
We will never bow to the mob. Ever. No matter what.
Do you see the final expression of cancel culture in terrorist groups like
Up yours.
We'll see who cancels who.
What's up? Why are we so quiet?
Hey. I was just waiting. Like, I didn't want anybody to say anything, and we all just be silent for like 10 minutes just to see who breaks first. That would have been fun.
Right.
How's it going, everyone?
You're wearing a jacket. You're all dressed up.
Yeah, fancy.
Wait,
It's
our anniversary. It's a very special day. This is a bigger event than Christmas. You know.
I wore a black
should have dressed
t-shirt
up
for this event.
I
But you're giving kind of dressed up because that beard, like David was saying earlier, is giving turtleneck vibes. So it almost.
Well, I thought all three of you dressed the same.
Right, they're giving they're mourning something at the top. Okay,
It's not a black tie event. It's a black shirt event.
We're dressed like we're ready to do some interpretive dance.
I would love to see it. Well, you look good,
At the
Lance.
top too.
Yeah, so fancy, Lance. Wow.
He said it's a
special
night
day.
for the Blazers. Okay, he gave you Blazers.
Yeah.
You know,
Y'all
put a
get
little
one.
extra gel in the hair. I see it.
It's actually
look,
water,
we're all-
but
Oh,
It's water.
Okay.
It'll slowly evaporate over the course of the day.
We're all here,
Wow.
so no jokes about a new member leaving the show.
Right. Came on time. You see? You ain't got time for a joke, Matt, because I came on time.
Although I do have to say this will be my last episode. Yeah, it's we made it a year, but I will not be here any longer. I'm out for the rest of the year, and then I'll be back in January. So I'm taking the last 2 weeks of the year off. So yeah.
Are
I
you
prepped.
heading anywhere?
Glad to see you go, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the beach for Christmas actually with my in-laws. We rented a house, and we usually just kind of like chill out over the holidays and drink and eat and have a lot
Are
of
you going somewhere
fun.
hot where there's a beach, or are you? Like,
No,
staying
unfortunately,
in
it's
Oregon. And
yeah, it's Oregon, so
It's the Oregon beach.
it's
What
very
does
very
that
cold.
mean? Wait, but you're still going to the beach?
Yeah, it is nice though because there's nobody there because it's so cold. So we kind of let the dogs
it's
run
real
on the
nice.
beach and stuff. Honestly though, sometimes we don't even go to the beach. You can hear the ocean and just the ambiance is nice. But I don't get off my ass sometimes. Like it's so much fun. Really nice and like mentally refreshing. So we kind of just hang out and
like a
lounge
The
little
around.
Pacific
fire.
Northwest is very nice.
fire.
Very
Yeah, we
nice.
watch movies. It's so wonderful. So yeah, I'm
Nuts roasting on an open fire.
You should play some Alan Wake too. Fit right in.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Come on, Matt.
Should I
Come
keep
on
going?
with it.
okay.
Really,
Keep
really.
going. Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
You should play this while you're on
We're all
vacation,
very
too,
impressed.
just in the background. See what
Right.
your husband
Yeah.
We didn't know that. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. Anybody else doing anything? Are you guys anybody else celebrating or having some time off for Christmas?
We're probably taking the Christmas week off, right?
I think it's next. Is that not next week? Because
Not next week, it's the week after.
I don't
think.
know.
Okay.
The
Week
Christmas,
after.
the Thursday
Isn't
that
it?
week,
I'm losing
that
track of
week
time.
is just December 28th. It's not too close to Christmas. It's not too close to
That
New
is actually a
Year's.
perfect time to do a cheeky little midstream. But I understand if you'll have family things or you're on vacation or.
Or if
I'm
you just need a
available,
mental
I'll do
break
show.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Mental breaks are important.
It's very important. And if you said you don't really get out much, like you be with your family. So that's a good opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
I'll be here slaving, like I told you guys before. Now that's rare for me because I usually rebel against the system for any holidays. I just, try to be to myself, but I'll be working this year, and it's okay because I think I've been home a few times this year. So, but my parents are Haitian, so they don't understand what that means. They're like, "Why you not home? Why you not coming home? What does that mean? Like, why you didn't tell the people that you got to come home to your family? You didn't tell them that you need to." They think that Haitians think that that's how it works, and it doesn't. So yeah, but they're kind of my mom is.
It's
not
America.
really,
You have freedom. Of course, you should be
my
able to
mom
leave.
believes that's how it works. And I'm like, lady, I can't just walk in there and say my mom wants me to come home. So like, give me the day off. I can't do that.
Yeah, I used to be really jaded about the holidays because I had to work every single holiday. And I would usually volunteer just because, like, at the time, I didn't have, I was single. I didn't have kids. My other coworkers had kids. So I, like, worked every Christmas. And then finally, when I did not work on the holidays, it was like, oh, okay, I guess I should celebrate. You only live once, YOLO. Might as well have some fun.
You get time and a half in the U.S.? Is that a thing?
They ain't giving it to me because
I didn't get it.
Yeah,
you don't get it on statutory holidays. That's
they're
on
changing
stat
the
holidays
way
you
they
must,
do
right?
things. Like it's like the day of you get time and a half, and then now they're like, if some places, some corporations or jobs are like, okay, since you worked the day before, we'll consider that like a holiday. But no, and I work at a very, very big company, and they are like, yeah, that ain't 24th is not Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know.
And
it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we gave you.
You obviously don't want to be there.
I usually rebel, honey. I'll be like, yeah, you ain't gonna find me, but I need the coins. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll be here. It's okay.
Yeah. One thing I will say though is that whenever you work on the holidays, the customers are very sweet. Like we had this lady, she brought us all coffees.
That's so sweet when you work in retail or inside of the where people come in. Yeah,
it was like it made me feel so special. Like wow, like you didn't have to do this, but you did. Like that's really kind of you. Thank you. It just makes you feel special. So yeah, they give us one day where they're not assholes to us, and it's nice. They feel bad because we're working,
Well, those type of jobs, like when I was younger, I would work in retail, and some people I worked in the city in retail, and people were so like they were like, you need to do this for me. I worked in the clothing department, so I had to style them, and they would be like, you need to like, I'm coming in here, I'm going to a party. They were so mean, and they would like throw change at me. Like throw like little dollars and stuff at me. But the job I have now, I have to speak with people, and those people are not so nice sometimes.
Oh God.
And they are very like, they're not so nice sometimes, but it's okay. They're like, it's the holidays, it's Christmas. Are you kidding me right now? Like they get like that with me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm built for that. I'm all right with it. It's like, whatever. I'm home. It's okay. You gotta think about the good things. I have a job, I have a home. I have food. So
you have a mafia.
I have a mafia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I got a gang.
We'll break some skulls if they're too mean to you over the holidays, Rebecca. Just let us know.
I will tell you what to roll up, and we ride at dawn. Okay?
All right, let's do it. Ride or die.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we have something special planned. Lance, do you want to intro it?
Not much to say except thanks to everybody who emailed and sent in clips of all your favorite moments from the Leftist Mafia over the past year.
Who's everybody? How many people?
I'm not going to say, even though I know you fucking asshole. Okay, this is going to be the intro for next year's fucking compilation clip. There were a few, okay? Under a dozen. Although, you know what's funny?
Under a dozen? I think you're... Maybe goes under half a dozen.
Don't say.
Well, I was also gonna say, like, do you remember that, like, what is it, 9/11 TikTok trend where kids are like super into like saying that Osama bin Laden is great, and it turns out CNN was like dozens of things. I was like, it kind of feels like that because like that's what you say when you want to exaggerate a high number. So I'm trying to do that now.
But it's okay, exaggerate it because Matt, listen,
nearly a dozen.
This is a big deal.
Yeah. More than one. So
yes, there was more than one. There was more than one submission. Thank you for that.
How many multiples?
No clips of Binder, unfortunately, but we made up for it. But anyways, I put together some of your favorite moments of the Leftist Mafia over the past year. Figured we'd all enjoy a good laugh and a tickle to just relive the past year. So it's about
all right.
I'll press play. I have not seen this, by the way, so this is the first time I am seeing this.
Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary friends, welcome to the Leftist Mafia 1 year and 2 or 3 episodes, it's hard to remember these days, anniversary special. We've come a long way from being a random assortment of political junkies covering the election to the #1 podcast Joe Rogan's never heard of. Now, every member has become a household name that's won their way into your hearts. Whether it's Mike Figueredo and his bizarre fixation with attacking the elderly, David Dole never being conscious enough to read his super chats, Matt Binder doing everything in his power to steal David's super chats, Rebecca Azor strategically staying for a good time and not a long time before again David and Matt start fighting over super chats, or Lance laughing like a woke hyena that even Disney won't hire. Here are just a few of the highlights selected by the fans to commemorate this esteemed and prestigious event.
Hey, people pick boogers every day. George, live in your truth, okay?
Rebecca's Team George now.
Okay, no, like people eat boogers every day. I'm at a red light. I look over. It's a nice binge chuck, fine man. And then I look over again. That person is eating their boogers, rolling it around, swipes it all over the damn steering wheel, and once the light turns green, never see them again. These are regular people.
Doesn't know Harlan Crow has a fucking Nazi garden. You know, he's got a garden of Nazi memorabilia because he
to remember how
learn
bad
about
it is.
History. But like, yeah,
he wants to remember how bad it is. we all have gardens of things we hate.
Oh my goodness! Here's another one. There's a side angle.
My word.
Wow.
I think
so.
Right,
This is
like,
child abuse, right?
All these people didn't see this movie because they would absolutely complain about this if they saw this movie. Yeah. This is something they would complain about.
Listen, that's so cute. That's so cute. Let me see it.
This is, I mean, like, but they're obsessed with kids.
It's the women.
And then even when
wrong.
it gets to the abortion debate, just put your baby up for adoption. Then why don't you fucking adopt, motherfucker? You rich and you're childless conservative activist, Charlie Kirk, Tim Pool, all these guys, Michael Knowles.
They should run orphanages.
Right? Yeah. Why don't you? At least Matt Walsh puts his money where his mouth is and actually has kids. I mean,
like 6 or something.
A lot of these celebrities like campaigning with them and sponsoring them, all these kind of things, and nothing happened for them. I remember overnight, I forgot who it was. His name was Beto, whatever, out of Texas, and Beyonce done put on a hat for him, and he still didn't win. These are things that people need to understand. Diddy was saying, I didn't like how Diddy was doing this. He was saying to hold your vote, or this kind of like, he just like, please don't. Yeah. We don't like. I don't. First you told us vote or die, then you spin the block and told us to hold the vote. What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. It's
so funny that you brought up vote or die because like I was very young at that time, and I think this was after season 2 of Making the Band. And I was mad that he didn't let them have a second album, the band, the second group. So I'm like, fuck Diddy. That was my logic.
That's what made you say fuck Diddy?
I think at the time, I was like 17, but I remember that in 2004. It could be a different Making the Band, but I remember like explicitly, like, I'm not going to listen.
I'm going to give Binder a Slytherin sun and a Ravenclaw moon.
Ooh. And
I'm going to give Lance is probably a Gryffindor sun and a Slytherin moon like me. That's
wow.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, I think that's right. Y'all assess that. The real people who know assess that in the comments. But I think
how do they determine that in the book? Does Harry Potter whip out the calipers and start measuring?
There's a hat that does it. There's an actual sorting hat that does it. There's a skull measuring hat. Yeah, that's true. There's a magical hat that goes on their heads to know what their caste is. It determines their caste forever.
It's all about race science. Oh my god!
I feel like I'm ready for water now. I feel like I know everything I need to know.
I never considered the fact that the hat was not using magic and was instead measuring skulls. That is, I can't ever look at Harry Potter the same. It's worse than I thought.
I fucking hate it here. I hated it so much.
So let me get this straight: Half-Blood Prince, a skull measuring magic hat, the Goblin Jews running the bank. And the author just happens to be a raging transphobe.
Donald Trump, him dropping his interview with Tucker Carlson as the debate is going on.
Oh, we can just pull it up right now and watch.
Why aren't you at the Fox News debate tonight in Milwaukee?
You see the polls have come out, and I'm leading by 50 and 60 points. And, some of them are at 1 and 0 and 2. I sit there an hour, 2 hours, whatever it's going to be, and get harassed.
I want to hear that again.
2.
What? No, why would you make me focus on that?
2.
Give me everything you got for this
So
White
happy
House
you get to relive this.
Beat it up, N-word. What's your charge? Extra large and extra hard. Put this P-word right in your face. Swipe
He doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to do this.
Speak with my mouth. This P-word is wet. Come take a dive. It continues along. And it gets significantly more vulgar. Like, a lot more vulgar.
But he gonna read it to us. Pac TV first heard "Rest in Puss" on your show was so funny.
I thought rest in puss too. I literally thought puss too before you even said it.
Now I'm embarrassed. Now I'm embarrassed.
My brain went there too.
Rest in puss.
That's too good for him.
I can't take that. I can't roll that back. I'm embarrassed now. Okay. See, now this is why I be gone, because this ain't right. This ain't right. I can't even roll that back because I remember he said "rest in piss." So I don't know why that didn't register for me. Don't laugh at me, because that
it's funnier because I literally thought that before you said it, and then you said it, I'm like, oh my god.
And I said it very, like, I read full on. So I am sorry if there's anybody that's watching. My bad.
Oh my.
I'm curious as to why you think it's increasing so much.
What's that?
Yes.
The history of left-handedness.
Matt, did you look at the replies to Stephen King's tweet? Like,
right.
The replies are a whole bunch of blue check marks making fun of each other, being like, "Motherfucker, pay for Twitter," blah blah blah. I get to drop the "motherfucker, pay for Twitter" thing, blah blah blah. And it's like, well, you all know then.
Like someone else, there could be two Stephen Kings with both with check marks, because one person's a fake one, one's a real one, and they're both
right.
They're both being paid for. So there's no the fact that he removed all these verification badges completely removes the whole desire to have one. There's no reason for anyone to have it.
I want to point out too, like, I want to make it clear, like, I'm not even like personally salty. Like, if he wanted to like change the parameters and he decided that the fucking government emergency service accounts should without a doubt have these check marks to let people know this is the actual government account. I don't think I could do this show at you guys today.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a conversation here. Apparently, I live in a haunted house now or something. I don't know what's going on over there.
That's so fair. I was doing so good.
Did your power go out? Or what happened over there?
No, my light was just too bright.
Wait, you've got to walk it through in chronological order, okay?
Mike,
Lance said Stephen Queen.
That never happens. That never happens.
Lance said Stephen Queen, and then somebody noted that in the chat, and then Ole turned out the lights because the sun was too bright.
I did say Stephen Queen. That's so true. That's a fair call out. It's a fair call out. All right. We're
okay.
This is one of the reasons why I'm straight edge too. By the way, I was in a band with some people who'd get high all the time, and I fucking hated it.
I dreamed I saw my maternal grandmother sitting by the bank of a swimming pool. There was also a river. In real life, she had been the victim of Alzheimer's disease, and she'd regressed before her death to a semi-conscious state. In her dream as well, she had lost the capacity for self-control. Her genital region was exposed. Dimly, it had the appearance of thick mat of hair. She was stroking herself absent-mindedly. She walked over to me. It's got to be good now. She walked over to me with a handful of pubic hair compacted into something resembling a large artist's paintbrush. Pushed this at my face. I raised my arm several times to deflect her hand. Finally, unwilling to hurt her or interfere with her any further, I let her have her way. She stroked my face with the brush gently and said like a child, "Is it soft?" I looked at her ruined face and said, "Yes, Grandma, it's soft."
It's really nice to see him die, and I hope that his family's really sad And the people who revered him were sad as well.
Mike.
There was also this post where the man said he was, quote, not a whore, but a hoe. One is a slut, the other is a prostitute, adding, I'm the one that gets free weed for giving, then a reference to a sexual act.
And it was liked by Lieutenant Governor McNally.
Yeah. I don't know that, a lot of times on people's posts, you see the name and you see what they've written and you just press the button that says like.
But what about the prostitute?
I might have read that.
In that case, was it appropriate to like?
It's not my style, but I want to post the blue wave emojis just because I know it would irritate them.
No. Charlie Kirk is streaming on YouTube right now. You could go and spam his chat if you wanted to.
The Charlie Kirk chat is amazing, by the way. I posted the blue waves, and then now all of them are doing blue wave. I started a trend. This is me. I'm taking credit for that. We did it, folks. Blue waves.
Still going.
Mike has destroyed Charlie Kirk's chat. It's just all blue waves now.
I'm doing it again.
I'm gonna do blue wave. I'm gonna do it.
I just saw you, Matt. We're doing.
I'm doing blue waves right now. Hell yeah! Oh, there's Matt Binder. This is totally a hate raid. Let's be real.
We've taken over the chat, folks. This is amazing.
So someone in Charlie Kirk's chat was like, "Who the fuck are all you fucking commies? What is going on?"
Duty to read every single one of those.
I know.
I was reading ones to you, David, because you're even your viewers. Even your viewers deserve to have their super chats.
Oh,
read.
okay.
Just because you don't think they're worth your time doesn't mean I don't.
I need a sound drop for this. Someone going I don't know, oh brother, something like that.
Yeah.
I have nothing. I got nothing.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
That's David when I'm hassling him for leaving.
Yes, exactly. That's me. Did everything right
and they indicted me.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well,
Rebecca, if you ever need to learn about these terms, there's a great website that breaks it down. Just type in Goatsy.
Don't say it.
Oh God!
On Twitch, if you give out sex
God.
websites, you cannot give out sex websites on Twitch.
Oh my God!
It's definitely TOS.
That was a joke. It was a joke. Don't go there. It doesn't exist. I didn't say the domain. Nobody knows the domain. Nobody knows the domain.
No. Yeah, okay.
And this is how I lost my second channel.
I just got monetized. We trying to keep it cute. Now, somebody said keep Rebecca innocent. Now listen, I said I don't know white slang. I don't know. Now we're trying to. We're becoming a community here, so they're teaching me. So I know because Mike said it 4 times. He's like, he's such a cuck. He's such a cuck. And I'm like, it must mean something crazy because he keeps saying that man is that thing. So I don't know.
I need to enhance my vocab.
A term that got reappropriated.
Cocaine.
And now it's time for the #1 most requested clip in Leftist Mafia history.
We wanted to call on camera because I always hear from people who they feel like they're socially awkward or don't know what to say. So the website makes it easy. There's a script, but you don't even have to follow it. It's just very basic. I'm going to call my representative. She is fairly progressive. This is a progressive district, but she does not support the ceasefire. And
who's your rep?
Suzanne Bonamici.
Huh.
Yeah. So she's kind of like an Elizabeth Warren type progressive. And yeah, I think that also, by the way, there's a March on DC 11/4. There's also a petition. Highly encourage you to sign. Over 100,000 people have signed this. There's a lot of resources here. You can donate. So ceasefire today. This is how it's done, folks. Leading by example.
Office in Oregon's 1st Congressional District. We're sorry we missed your call. Please leave us a message including your name, phone number, and email address. If you need help with a federal agency, please let us know which agency. If you are calling to leave a comment for the Congresswoman, please do so after the tone. Thank you for calling and have a wonderful day.
Hi, Congresswoman Bonamici. My name is Mike Figueredo. I'm a constituent of yours. And first, I want to thank you for voting against the $14 billion aid package to Israel. And I also want to highly, highly encourage you to sign on to Cori Bush and Rashida Tlaib's ceasefire resolution. important that you do this as soon as possible. This is really important. Please sign on again to the ceasefire resolution currently. We need all hands on deck. And if you want my continued support, this is something that I really, really want you to do. So do it. That's it.
Thank you so much, fam. We couldn't do it without you. Here's to 5 billion more episodes.
Wow, that was really well done, Lance. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Mike added that whole middle section I hadn't seen before. So I was
You
like,
guys
these
were
are delightful.
changing over each episode. I was looking at like chunky cheeks, then it was slim down.
That's true.
Then it was
Yeah.
like gang, then it was like haircuts, and it was like scruffy, and it was like
That was one year. 2023
My hair was
took
different
a
in
lot
every
out of
clip.
a lot of
you guys
Yeah.
look so different. Like almost every it was like from each little season. I was looking, I was like, oh my god, look at that. Me with a new weave every other episode.
Yeah, it's funny how much we change in just like 1 year. That blue wave clip, that was like the very first time we met. I think I was like 10 pounds heavier there. I lost like 20 pounds since like last
Holy shit.
September, I want to say.
Wow.
Yeah. So and
through
like
fasting?
Yeah, through fasting. You can't tell until you like see the old clips, and it's like, oh wow, it really does show. It's great because my beard disguises it. But yeah, we look so
I
different.
just got my appendix taken out. That's how I did it. I just had to.
Oh, yes.
I noticed though for that early clip, there was a box that was pixelated out, and I was racking my brain to figure out.
I knew
why
this
was
was
that
gonna
box
I noticed that in one
pixelated
clip. I'm
out?
like, did I
And
miss
then-
other clips? That I didn't notice this?
Right, but then it hit me. I forgot that early on in this show, I actually had a second camera, and it would just put my crotch in a separate box, and we would have to blur it out because it's not appropriate.
But that's legal now. You
And for
can do
some
that
reason,
on
it was all
Twitch now.
pink.
The
I'm
rules
not
have
really sure
changed.
why.
Apparently.
That's how it looks. It's
And then-
very. I have a condition. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Matt.
Hey, if we had kept her on, we'd be famous right now because H Bomber Guy did that video. We missed our
I was in that
opportunity.
video twice.
Where I didn't see it yet.
Oh, it's great. It's a really good video.
Okay.
It's a really
I
good
would
video.
highly
yeah.
recommend it.
I do say I gotta say I love the few people I see in the chat who are like, oh, you forgot this clip, you forgot that clip. I saw a few people mention my Mickey Mouse impression, and I'm thinking, yeah, why didn't you guys fucking send it? I mean, I didn't even remember it.
But there were so many people that really sent so many. Lance had to look through all of those people were sending. But you know what I mean. So
many submissions.
next
Too many
time.
submissions. Too many
Yeah, but I
suggestions.
should add, it is actually true that someone did submit that ceasefire today clip with like a message saying, like, I know this one isn't as silly as probably other clips you're getting, but like this is important. I thought it was such a good thing that you guys did that. Please keep doing more of that kind of stuff. So thanks to
You did
Nice.
forget that I just thought of while we were watching. I should have sent it. The episode where you guys were live as I got banned by Elon Musk. in the
Oh,
third
right.
episode,
Yeah.
which is actually a year ago tomorrow.
I know that clip.
What?
Really?
Wow.
Where you say I'm banned, baby. That was like iconic.
Yeah, that was iconic.
Wow. Yeah, so many good moments.
It was the hair for me. You guys like David, you were giving us a little bob, a little fro. And then I was looking at Matt who was giving us like emo chic. I was like, okay. And then he was like, it was so emo chic, and the bang was heavy. He had to keep his head to the side like this.
That's how the hair usually is, but every like a handful of times every year I do just cut it to refresh it. But I am going back for that classic.
You get
Matt
your
Binger
hair cut
look.
twice a year?
I gotta say, I like
I
your
get a
hair when it's
haircut
long.
maybe it's anywhere from 3 to 4 times a year, maybe. Maybe once a season.
Okay.
Mm.
But it
maybe
was
3
nice.
times actually a year. Yeah, somewhere around that.
That's crazy. Time. It just made me think about time and what how 2 months, 2 weeks, a year, how just you can go through so much in a time, and you can even your physical can change. And
This
and
podcast,
Yeah.
this podcast launched when Twitter still wasn't completely shit.
Right.
It was
True.
beginning to be because I think Elon Musk took over in
But it was still a
October.
better place. Yeah,
But
you're
it was still much
Yeah.
better than where it is now.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a long journey. My favorite moment was when we did like the live episode when we were in the strip club, and then Matt, it was so funny. Matt, no, I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait, what?
I was
I don't remember.
Like, wait,
Yeah,
what's
I was like, wait,
I'm like,
where was
that
I for this episode?
Y'all were live? That sounds
Mike and I did have a conversation last week during the super chat section of the show, and it was just me and him, because people were saying what's going on with the live show, and we got to do a live show.
Presidency. What's going on?
2024. We got to do a live show.
Like we get together and we actually meet each other and we do a live show.
That would be really
But
fun.
like a live show with a live audience, like at a venue.
Look, cheers to that. Y'all know what's
It would be a perfect year to do it too, because it's going to be a presidential election year. Everyone's going to be interested in politics. I think we take advantage.
You guys are
strike while the iron's hot, baby.
It's also
and
the
do a
last
live
year
show.
I'd probably ever visit the U.S. because if Trump wins, I'm never fucking going to that country again. So.
And I keep forgetting that you guys don't live here. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, but it's okay, you guys in Canada. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even blame you. But I would love to meet you guys in person. I mean, I know I wasn't here for the total year, so it doesn't really count. But yeah, some of y'all knew about me, some of y'all didn't.
You were here from the beginning, though. You were the first guest.
Oh yeah, okay. See, you know what I mean. But I would love to meet you guys in person, and that would be really nice if we can do when we get there. We can't say if we get there. When we get there, we do like a live show. That
would be fun. And we have some guests.
And we have some guests in the next year. That would be great.
Some good live guests, some surprises.
Yeah.
We could even bill it as potentially the last time Americans can ever meet Lance and David.
That would be funny.
And or if we did it like just after the election, depending on the results, like David and Lance can like sneak us in to Canada with them, and so we do a little bit.
Pack me in the bag.
I feel like waiting that
The
long
last thing
would
I
be
want to be is
missing.
banned
I just
from
have
my
to
own country.
strike while the iron's hot, and Mike's like, we should do it after the election.
No, because David said he ain't coming. If
I'm not.
Trump wins, he's not gonna come.
I'm debating even going to the. I don't know. I am definitely impacted by media and seeing mass shootings all the fucking time.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's definitely
I get
discouraged
it.
me from wanting to go to the U.S.
Yeah.
a lot more. So
My friends in New
Just
York
going
say
to the
it's
grocery
still,
store
it's
is
still
crazy.
kind of normal though. It's like apparently it's like you do see always the mass shootings on the news as the headlines, right? But like in terms of people's day to day, it's not like you every single time.
It's
Or maybe tell me if
normal
I'm wrong,
because-
Americans. Like
Yeah,
Isn't
no,
it every
I
day?
will
I mean,
let you know,
not
it's
to
normal.
it is
not
every
to
day.
drag down the this jubilant conversation, but while we're talking about mass shootings in America, today is the anniversary of the Sandy Hook shooting.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, it's interesting that you just brought that up when today is the what is it?
It's very
11th
unfortunate.
year?
I mean, I'm
11
sure there's many
already
days where there's an
11?
anniversary of a mass
11
shooting.
years since Sandy Hook, yeah.
11
The
years.
one where if we were going to do something about it, the murder of what were they, kindergartners,
impetus.
first graders?
Babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been the one where you think everyone would have been like, maybe we
That's
should do
11
something.
years.
11 years.
Oh,
It
that's
feels like it
so
was longer.
crazy. It
but
feels a
what-
lot recent. More
It feels
recent.
like longer.
And
for
Alex
me.
Jones is back.
What's his name? And that one guy was saying that it was a conspiracy, and because of him, because of a lot of mass shootings, representatives are saying that mass shootings. They're okay to say that mass shootings were conspiracies. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was one of the people that literally is a representative who walked around here and said that one of those shootings, and I believe it was the one with the
Buffalo?
kids as well, and said that it was it's a conspiracy. Really check up on that. It's not really an issue. Guns are not the issue. And Lance, you're saying like, yeah, we have to act like it's normal because they're forcing us to act like it's normal. They don't want us to really talk about or make guns an issue because in America, guns are Jesus for these people, gun toting, Bible pushing. That's how they want it to be. And they don't ever want us to look at any of the issues, to focus in on any of the issues. And unfortunately, when we used to make such a big deal about it to the point where I remember one of the shootings, me and Ben, we just finished covering Benjamin Dixon. We were working in studio at the time, and we just finished covering a mass shooting. And one happened that day that we had to break that story. We were so drained, but then we had to talk about how the state, the nation, our representatives, people in different teachers, different counties were saying, hey, let's start giving our kids, they didn't want to talk about guns being the issue. They started saying, let's start giving our kids bulletproof backpacks.
Oh, I remember
Bulletproof
that.
backpacks.
Yeah.
and that was a resolve, and that was making me so upset. And then when they didn't want to start talking about the focal point, like sometimes about these shootings, like some of these shootings they're going after marginalized people, right? LGBTQ community. They were going after Black people specifically. They're going after people who they considered just because they looked Middle Eastern. They're going after Asians after Donald Trump's comments on COVID. Like, they didn't want us to focus in on that, and they didn't want us to focus in on mental health, and they didn't until it's a situation where they can say, well, maybe his mental wasn't okay. Kyle Rittenhouse his mental wasn't okay, and the white man that came in my neighborhood down the block and shot up those Asian folks, establishments. He was just having a bad day, right? This is what they're gonna say about this is when they tap into mental
Or
health.
the shooter that turned out to be a neo-Nazi who actually had a swastika tattoo and had tons of social media presence for like, hi, I'm a neo-Nazi. This is like what I believe. Here's all my beliefs and shit like that. Everyone was like, well, how can we know? Is he white? I don't think he's white. So why would he be a neo-Nazi? Why would any person who's not white be a neo-Nazi and shit like that? It's like, he's got a swastika tattoo. He put it on his body forever. I think that's what he believes,
It's terrible that they want us, we've become so desensitized, not because we wanted to, but we have to live. And like, we got to try to make a day to day. But let me tell you something. When I go grocery shopping, I'm the first one with the morning crowd because I'm afraid that I'm going to go with the crowd that's too big. I'm not going to be able to hear anything. If something happens, I need to go in. It needs to be clear. I need to see where the exits are. That's not a way to live, but that's how we're living. And that's what our normal is today. That's what our normal literally is today. So it's not really normal, but that's what has become the norm for us.
I don't know if this is the same for you, Matt and Rebecca, but like I still, ever since the Colorado theater shooting, every time I go to a movie theater, it's like, man, I'm a sitting duck in here if anybody walks in. Like, it's always on my mind.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I feel the same way. And I'm like, it's dark in here. Sometimes I'm hearing, like, if I'm watching a movie that's like a rom-com or something like that, and next door it's like a shooting, killing movie. If I hear that, I'm like so afraid. I keep looking at, like, if somebody about to come around the corner. That's not a way to live, but that's not normal.
That's not the movies I go see nowadays. Last movie I saw in a theater was the Paw Patrol movie. So the worst thing that could happen to me was someone spilling a juice box on me. So I was
How was that, by the way?
It actually wasn't bad. I'm not a big fan of the Paw Patrol show because it's very basic. It's not at all for. It's not at all like a family. Like good kid shows need to be like family oriented, like a little stuff in there for the parents so they're not bored out of their mind. Paw Patrol is not that show. It is just for little kids.
Isn't that propaganda?
The movie though was good. Yeah, the whole idea that the cop, the cop, there's a cop dog, and he's like the leader of the group.
I didn't know that.
Do you watch? Do you watch Paw Patrol, David? I could see like the parents here. No, you don't let your kids watch Paw Patrol.
I mean, we purposely don't watch it because we don't want to bring that propaganda to the house.
David, what are your kids?
Bender can brainwash his children.
I always say I'm not going to let my kids. I'm not going to be one of those parents who's like, no, you can't watch this show that every one of your friends is watching because of this political reason that you don't understand whatsoever at this age. So
my kid's also, he's not even 3 yet. So, I'm sure.
What does he watch?
I do agree with Bender to the point where, like, if he comes home and he wants everything, his kids or his friends are all watching the same thing, I'm not going to stop him from watching it. That'll make it worse, if anything.
Right. Like when my son comes home and he's like, all my friends are doing drugs, I'm going to be like, I'm not going to stop you. That's fucked up.
You can't stop.
No, you got to be cool. Get out there. Find out what's the coolest drug. Do a lot of that one.
Okay, so what does your kid watch?
You do it with
David?
them. That's what you do. Sorry?
What does your kid watch? Like, does he...
Rational National at youtube.com/
a lot of Blippi, a lot of Miss Rachel. He watches less now, but Blippi has like, I don't even know how many videos, but like anything you could think of, he has a video. Just like videos with like monster trucks, videos with kids. Like my kid loves like trucks and construction trucks and like monster trucks and all that shit. So he's really into cars. So he'll, in terms of like the educational stuff, it's Blippi. Coco Melon, he fell off.
Coco Melon,
in terms of like introducing him to things, Blippi.
I guess at a really young age.
Lance, Google Blippi Harlem Shake if you want to learn about Blippi.
Okay.
No, don't.
Do not. I haven't even done that because I don't want him tainted for me. So I've avoided the whole.
No, just watch it. And we'll get your reaction, Lance. That's the same person. Oh, it's great. You're gonna love it.
Oh, I just finished.
I'm not clicking on this. No, it's his Harlem Shake poo. I'm not clicking.
It's the poo video from before he was actually Blippi.
That's the same guy, though.
This is before he was
I know
Blippi.
that. Yeah, it's before he was Blippi.
Everyone has.
Oh no, the people in the chat are doing it. No, don't actually do it. Don't actually do it.
For people who don't know, before Blippi was a kid's star, he was just doing whatever he could to become like an internet viral star. Period. So there was a video of him pooping on one of his friends as like a Harlem
Blippi's
Shake
a real
video.
person.
Blippi's a character, but is also
He's a
real
human.
person.
Yes, he's a person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Matt. You're underselling it. He wasn't just pooping on one of his friends. He was having the most fucking like anime style explosive fucking diarrhea.
How old is Blippi, people?
He's probably like 30.
He's probably
Wait a minute. So this person had did some other stuff before he became a kid star, like a kid.
Yes.
Apparently a super famous kid star. He was
Yeah.
doing, what would you describe?
You know
it
what?
as?
Really,
Scat.
it really puts the whole Pee Wee thing into perspective about how fucked up it was what happened to Paul Rubens.
Yeah,
I mean the dude was in.
How's the first person
I'm
in
gonna
cancel?
go back to it. I'm gonna defend Pee Wee again. Dude was a kid star. Pee Wee ended. He was caught then in an adult theater touching himself in an adult theater. Career ruined for forever. It was never the same after that.
It's the time it came out. I think that's has more to do with it.
Blippi had the poo video first, and then went on to become a multi-millionaire kid star.
Yeah,
I am so happy.
Different time.
I just don't want that.
Different times, David. But I don't.
No,
I don't want my kid watching nobody with that kind of history. No, I don't want to know your history.
That's what David lets his kid watch. Everyone know.
I'm telling you, my kid ain't gonna watch nothing then. But my nephew used to watch Caillou. Is that a Canadian little boy? Caillou?
I think Caillou's
Oh,
Canadian,
yeah.
So
People
my
hate
nephew,
that
the little older one,
that cartoon kid.
he's when I watched it with him. So I was watching it with him. This
Isn't
is
Caillou like a
way
jerk?
back in the day, like 10 years ago. And I'm like, no, this little boy, my nephew shouldn't be watching this. And every time my nephew would watch it, he'll be trying to throw tantrums around the house. And I'm like, excuse me.
Wow.
Because Caillou was telling his mama, I don't want to do that. So now the baby's like, I don't want to do. I said, oh no, this kid is disrespectful.
I heard SpongeBob does that too. Apparently, SpongeBob makes kids like very hyperactive.
See,
because of how
Really?
SpongeBob's good. I like SpongeBob.
I like
yeah,
too,
me
but,
too. I don't mind the odd SpongeBob.
But I think baby kids, like little toddlers and stuff, when they're still throwing these tantrums and they're watching this little boy throw tantrums, they're thinking, if Caillou can do it. All right, so I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, no, this kid has issues. This kid is bad. He's talking crazy to his mama. Are we not looking at this? This is crazy. His mama's telling him, and his mom is like gentle parenting, like, no, Caillou. And Caillou's like, shut up, lady, and get my I'm like, this is crazy. I'm not watching this. That little bald-headed baby is going off on his mama, and now these kids thinking they can do that. No.
Kids just got to watch more Sesame Street. What a great show that is, honestly. I mean,
actually,
seriously, they really put a lot of thought into making
Thomas
sure
the Tank
things
Engine
like that
also.
don't happen.
Thomas the Tank Engine is one that he likes to.
How about Barney?
I used to watch Barney as a kid a lot.
I'm not really into Barney.
Is Barney still a thing?
Into Barney too much. Yeah.
Oh, see, I was huge into
Apparently
Barney.
Apparently, they're going to make an adult Barney movie,
which is not
for adults.
That sounds strange. I saw that. That sounds so. What is Barney going to do?
Like Winnie the Pooh, but adults.
Not a X-rated pornographic Barney movie, like a Barney movie rated R for adults with like.
What are they going to do?
Like
with
I think it's going to be like a horror movie or something like that.
Like fun fact.
Same thing.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that. No, fun fact about Barney is Barney was the first time that I realized that gay was a synonym for bad. I was in like first grade and I'm like, oh, I don't remember what the conversation was, but I'm like, oh yeah, do you like Barney? Or I watched Barney, like I brought it up, and the kid was like, Barney is gay, and I'm like, oh, like okay.
What age is this?
First grade, so like 6, 7. Yeah, yeah, and like so Barney is gay. So I didn't. That's when I learned that.
So I'm not sure when this starts with kids, but so I dropped my kid off at daycare like last week, and I gave him a hug and a kiss. One of the kids there again.
He hasn't picked him up since.
To get back to my story, no. I gave him a hug and a kiss, and one of the other kids, and these kids are like the oldest is like 3. One of the kids went, ew.
What?
Already?
I'm like, how? What? Like, don't you have to be like 12 before that starts?
Right?
Like,
How are you
right?
not
A
ew,
kid
but
like
your daddy is kissing
2.5,
a baby.
3 years old going
You're
ew
still
because
a
his
baby.
dad gave
You're
him a
gonna get
kiss.
these kisses. What are you talking about?
Wow.
This is it. I can't kiss you anymore, so you're gonna get these kisses at 2.
I was almost laughing because I'm like, are you kidding me? How old are you?
No, but these new kids, these new kids, there's this girl, she's a teacher, a ballet teacher, a young one. I think she has to be maybe Generation Z, a millennial, but she's a ballet teacher. And she said she was teaching the kids, and the kids were like, you know, there's always one or two kids is gonna be like, you're not my mom, they're gonna throw a fit. But she's like, most of these kids are like, don't touch me. You're not my mama. And when she tries to check the mothers are like, well, what did you do? Like, are trying to do that kind of thing. And she said, when she's trying to teach the kids the classical music, the kids aren't responding. They're like 5-year-olds and they're not responding well to that. But when the kids are saying, can you put on Sexy Red? You know, and then the song that's talking about the color of her genitals, the kids are repeating that.
Oh my God.
So she was so frustrated she was just so frustrated. She got into the car. You know, we go to social media for everything to have these conversations. She got into the car, recorded herself. She was really upset. And she was like, I'm coming at the parents, and these parents are telling me, what did I do to the kid? Or maybe I should have let the kid, you know, have her tantrum, and then maybe she would have listened to me. Or and she's like, the fact that I'm teaching them ballet and I'm trying to teach them in a way where, you know, with music that coincides usually with ballet, and the kids are telling me they want to listen to Sexy Red. You know, my pee is pink and my behind is brown. Like, kids are singing that, and people were like, it's the new generation. And I honestly don't want to ever have a 5-year-old repeating those things to me. But if you're bringing your kid into ballet at 5 years old, I'm sorry. And maybe this is me getting older, child. But I just can't see that for a 5-year-old. I put them in ballet. I'm going to want them to learn ballet. And you are not going to disrespect the ballet teacher. I do not care. I can gentle parent you at home. But when we're here, you don't disrespect the teacher. And yeah, I don't know. It's
oh my gosh,
it's crazy, honey.
That is alarming,
David. Don't bring him over here. Don't bring him. Don't bring him.
Oh no. Don't worry, he's not going.
I mean, I have the radio on in my car when I'm driving my kids to school, and so they know all like the top 40 hits or whatever. So my 4-year-old is in the back singing along to like, if you're creeping, please don't let it show. And I'm like, that means you're 4 years old.
That's all right. You teaching the kids the recipes, right? You see, right? They're learning about emotions like that.
The
Mario
real
Winans?
one, actually, the real messed up one was when she's in the back of the back seat and she's singing that Miley Cyrus song. You say I used to be wild, I say I used to be young, and I'm like, you used to be young, you're 4, right?
I remember during this is one year during Christmas when Lady Gaga was big, and my little cousins, a few of them, they were singing the song where she's talking about a disco stick, like,
oh no,
it's like I want to dance or something to your disco stick. I'm like, oh my God, these like. This they should not be listening to Lady Gaga.
Yeah, but when we were
This is not
singing
good.
crazy stuff too when we were kids, but I can tell you that when I listen to them now, I knew it was something back in the day when I was listening to the music, but when I listen to them now, I listen to them with experience, right? Like now it's like the songs mean something different to me, but I feel like these kids are singing it with their chests, right? They've been through something, they experienced something, and I have to look at them like, girl, you don't pay any bills, okay? Like, sweetie. Like you guys are still your pee is just getting acidic. Like you guys are just you don't even like showers yet. So please, okay, like stop it.
Did you ever get caught listening to something bad when you were a kid? Because when I was like 14 or 15, Holiday Inn came on the radio with Chingy, Snoop Dogg, and when it got to the verse with Ludacris, my mom flipped the fuck out because I was like singing along. I fucking was loving it. Where he goes, stop, drop, kaboom, baby, rub on your nipples. Mom was like, what are you listening to? I'm like, no. And she like turned it off, and I was banned from listening to it. And yeah, it was a whole thing. She was so pissed.
No, there's a way for me to go around that. My mom was Haitian, but she was starting, now she was here for a few more years, so she was starting to learn some things. And I'm like, dang, how can I get around this? Radio Disney, we're all ears. So they would play the clean versions of all of those songs. So like J-Lo, B2K, like JD, like all of those, Missy Elliott, they would play the clean versions to all of those songs. And when I went to school, I would have my friend Craig, right? And he was my Middle Eastern friend. He was like a DJ Khaled. And he would make, not my camera, but he would make us CDs with all the dirty versions. And I would listen to it like my mom wasn't home.
Oh my God. I listened to basically country music till I was like 13, so I was good.
Wow.
There's nothing bad in country
That's
music.
a lot of indoctrination.
Yeah.
My dad is super into country music, so that's...
Well, you know what's funny is...
There's some, pop I like too, but I was a lot of country music.
That's interesting. No, after that moment, not because of that moment, but my parents started taking me back to church, and then they instilled in me that if you listen to that, you'll go to hell. So I just kind of self-policed after that.
What?
But, yeah.
Brainwashing works.
It worked like a motherfucker on me. So if you want your kids to not do bad things, scare them into eternal
brainwash. You end it by saying "Hail Satan." That's the very end of the newest Humanist Report video.
Oh right, yeah,
yeah. Crazy that happened to you in Caribbean culture, right? They don't want you to hear those. They don't want you to listen to those songs in English because they're like, oh, that's bad, that's bad. And my mom, for her to get in, that's how they found community, was going to the church. She came here and she didn't have no friends, and so they all went to church. But my mom was a young thing and I was young. So after church, more community would be at one of the church members' houses. They would have what we call compa parties, where they're dancing traditional Haitian music. So if I don't know if you guys know Zouk style or whatever, but it's like a sexy way, like bachata, but in Haitian version. Like it's similar to that. So that's how we dance. And it's body to body. Okay. And so I was going there young, watching family members dance like that. And I would learn to dance like that. It's body to body, hip motion, a lot of winding of the waist. And they would give us kids a nice little shot of Haitian rum, we like 6 or 7, we could sip it and then we go, they know that it's going to put us out. So then we go to sleep, but I'm like, how you don't want me to listen to this music? And I'm over here listening to this and watching y'all dance all sexual and grinding. And then, but then that became my future as well. So now I twerk and I do compa. So it's all in me. And I go to church. It's all in me. And even at the church, they put that in the Haitian churches. They put that in the Haitian, in our church music. Like, so it's like you'll hear compa in it and you'll see everybody kind of like do a little compa, a little waist
that's awesome.
in the church. So
interesting. I love that though. That's
Caribbean.
cool.
It's very interesting. But you would think, but she wouldn't want me to listen to the American music that had like sex in it. But I'm like, girl, all these songs is talking about like sex. Like it's crazy. But
that's funny.
Yeah. Caribbeans, growing up Caribbean, it's different.
Anyways, what happened this week?
I don't even know.
We haven't
I haven't been in the news.
Yeah, I don't.
Fill me in.
Alex Jones' return to Twitter was a pretty big story.
Right.
There was a very large amount of controversy about nudity online due to a number of women on Twitch who apparently were exposing their breastises, but it turns out they were fully clothed wearing crop tops, but they got banned, and now Twitch has changed all of its rules surrounding nudity and stuff like that as a result of it. Apparently, you are now allowed to twerk. That is a new rule that they have added.
So they explain this because they now allow artistic nudity, right?
Artistic nudity, yes.
So can't you just claim anything as artistic?
Well, I think it's for people who draw, say, characters and want to.
Oh, so it's drawing specifically.
It's for artists who want to draw characters, but also
how about
it's not like you can show like.
What if like a naked VTuber? Would that be artistic nudity?
Well, the rules are now that you have to label that. So you'd have to say like 18 plus, put on the kid filter on it and all that kind of stuff. And then, you can have a topless titty stream if that's what you desire.
Can you draw hentai?
I don't think you can draw like full blown sex.
I see.
I think you can draw like naked people. I don't know if you can even draw cocks. Most likely not, because that's the most forbidden taboo of all, the penis. But I think you can now have female presenting nipples. You were always allowed to be topless as a dude, by the way, just so everyone knows the double standard. On Twitch, you're allowed to show nipples if you're a guy or male presenting, but you're not allowed if you're a woman.
I like the inquisitive questions coming from Mike and David.
Well, just want to know what they can get away with. Come on.
I want to exactly. I want to know what I can do now.
Yeah.
Lance, can I have intercourse on stream?
It depends on the angle and position, all right, and the timing of the.
Is this this only on YouTube? This is YouTube.
These are Twitch.
These are Twitch.
Yeah,
so this is for Twitch. I was gonna say it's super open on like Twitter. Like you can just go on and watch.
Right.
Oh, Twitter's a Nazi cesspool now. It's basically run by like Holocaust deniers and pedophiles.
Even before the Nazi takeover, it was always they allowed like nudity on Twitch.
Straight up porn,
on Twitter.
yeah.
Not just nudity. I'm talking about
porn on
under
Twitter.
Kiki Palmer's latest ad for milk. Like, okay, it was a cute little sexy, she wasn't naked or anything, but she was pouring milk on her, whatever. I went in the comment section, and why did I do that? Like, I'm hardly on Twitter. I went in the comment section and I said, I need to go to church.
But not a Caribbean church, right?
Not a Caribbean church. I might go home with a Caribbean man, but it was like, I was like, no, the whole comment section was full of porn. And I'm like, I'm out of here. After I seen like swipe down like a little bit, and I gotta go. Cause this is like everything was porn. Like, I mean, full porn. It wasn't like just showing your breasts or, whatever, a still of private parts. It was full porn.
Mm-hmm.
And he allows it.
It could be a death rattle for some social media sites to suddenly give up on porn. Like it destroyed Twitter, when they had to what?
It killed Tumblr.
Sorry, Tumblr. That's what I meant to say. Yes,
right. Oh, right. I forgot about Tumblr.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. There's like this double standard.
Someone in one of our chats pointed out something funny. Argonian Bum. If you post child sex content on Twitter, the actual CEO will come in and make sure you get to keep your account, which is true. That happened.
Oh my God.
Actually, that's not a libelous statement.
With who?
True statement.
Elon Musk. Okay, so Dom Lucre, who's a QAnon guy. Dom Lucre is a QAnon conspiracy theorist, right winger. He's a black conservative. He likes to post very weird stuff in order to create some sort of controversies. And one day he decided to post a still image from a video that for a time was like believed to not even be real within like the communities of people who like research like people who like try to fight child sexual abuse material. But it unfortunately was a real video, and it's very bad from what I've heard. And this guy apparently had a copy of it, took a still, put his
I remember
put
this.
His friggin' username in it on the still, like a watermark
the child abuse material.
And then he did like, I guess, like blur out like the child, parts of the child in the video, but like the child is still visible in there. There was no reason to even post a still image of this. The guy who was behind the video is this Australian guy who's already been punished. He's spending many years in jail. He's in jail for maybe life. I don't know how long, but he's already in jail. No reason to post this stuff, even as an excuse. You shouldn't post it, period. But his excuse was like, I'm trying to like send a message to this guy. Well, he's in jail. The message has been sent. And so he was suspended temporarily, or got suspended, hours after this was posted. It was already seen by hundreds of thousands of people. And conservatives started to get outraged that Twitter suspended him. And they had no idea why, because I don't think a lot of them knew, honestly, why he was suspended even. And then Elon Musk
he was also
came
spreading
along.
a conspiracy theory about it, wasn't it? Wasn't he saying that like it was because he criticized Obama or got too close?
Well, that came later,
to
yeah.
Obama?
So Elon Musk came along, and because he was getting complaints about this guy being suspended, and he was like, "Oh, I had my people look into this," and he had posted. Was suspended for posting child sexual abuse material. By the way, we've deleted that stuff and reactivated his account. It won't happen again. We're sorry. like what? What?
Yeah, that's.
And then yes, like Len said, when Dom Lucre came back, he was claiming that he got suspended. He didn't mention that image he posted at all. He claimed he was suspended for criticizing Obama.
It's amazing how much has, like, the fact that I forgot about that because so much has happened with Elon Musk and Twitter
this year.
Like, it is just,
it feels like it's been 5 years.
This is how Trump gets away with shit. There's just like, there's too much of it, and you just can't remember it all. It's ridiculous.
It's stunning because like he literally posted, like I mentioned, like this video is so horrific that like for within the people who researched this stuff to stop it, like the organization, it wasn't even believed to have been a real video at first because of the claims of what was in it was so unbelievably disgusting. And this dude took a steal from that video, posted it, and he was the CEO came out to fix the issue for him and bring him back. Should be not even CEO, because Elon Musk is the owner of the platform. I don't know why I'm saying CEO.
Yeah, did you see the recalling like a whole bunch of Teslas right now?
Yeah.
Sweden's also like kicking his ass. Like the labor unions in Sweden are making his life an absolute nightmare, which is also pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
I did say Obama, didn't I? Like the
I do that
Biden
too sometime.
Yeah, some people are in the chat and they're all going Obama. I said Dom Lucre blamed Obama. Wait, that was Trump in the video.
No, it's
Biden
Trump.
in that video goes soda. Obama.
I really didn't keep up with the news this week. I've been so busy with work, so I'm like, what really happened on this week?
I feel like there wasn't
to be fair on the Tesla recall. It is technically a recall, but for what it is, the recall is a software update that they're sending out to the cars. People don't have to bring their cars.
Oh, okay.
It's too easy to use their autopilot without actually having to have your hands on the wheel. You can drive them by putting your like knee on the wheel and stuff like that. They have to try and stop that or recall it for that reason. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there wasn't a big news week altogether. Just things kind of that were already happening got worse. Like Biden's poll numbers went down. The war is getting worse.
Well, apparently, this is what something that I read this week. I remember I read it earlier this week, but it just came across my my feed again. Apparently, according to Ryan Grimm's new book, Bill Clinton criticized Hillary's campaign in 2016 by complaining to a friend that the campaign couldn't sell pussy on a troop train.
What?
Are you serious?
Ryan Grimm from The Rising?
He put out a book. And it's about the squad. But I guess because of who he spoke to and everything, in the book he writes, former President Bill Clinton surveying the landscape and the ham-handed effort at identity politics was bereft, lamenting to a longtime friend in the fall of 2016 that Hillary's campaign could not sell pussy on a troop train.
He said this about his wife's campaign. They just hate each other.
Yeah.
I don't think they're really together.
It's just like a loveless marriage.
It's Scandal.
Yeah.
Their Scandal is based off them.
That was one campaign that was not resting in puss.
All right.
That was the best moment. I missed that. I wasn't here for that. Oh my god, I died.
It's so
to be clear, Rebecca, I wasn't like, I'm not laughing at you. Like, it was a funny moment. Like, I'm saying you should not feel embarrassed. Like, anybody has, we all have weird slip ups. It was just funny. Like, it was just a funny moment.
Because Rebecca's like the sweetest, most innocent person ever, and the fact that my like dirty ass mind went there, and then you said it was like, it made it so much funnier.
My brain went there too before you even read it. I was reading it, and I thought
my mind is filthy. Like, so
because why else would you bleep out a letter? You know what I mean? Like.
Right.
I saw 2 S's and a P. I don't use piss like piss.
Right.
So I was like, and then it's the way that I said it with conviction though. Like, I was
That's
so
what it was. It was the confidence. Like,
yes.
oh, rest
And
in
then
peace, of course.
I had to look at it again, like, no, that's not what that's.
Well, your reaction afterwards was it was so cute. Like I just love that clip so much. It's so funny.
What you guys
just like, I'm not gonna live that one down. It's gonna follow me forever. That's it.
I know. Because I know everybody's gonna. That's gonna be it. And I know randomly they're gonna put it in the chat, and I know what they're gonna be talking to me about that. But I was like, oh my god, now why would I say that? Like, now they're gonna look at me crazy. But I was like, okay. But it was funny, and that was the funny one, and I was like, everybody, y'all all just as dirty as me, because I'm like, now why would I just say that when it was full force and strong? I was strong and I was wrong. But
you said it with your whole chest.
I did. That was a good addition. That was a good addition. I was looking for the one where we were watching the but I couldn't find it. The one where we were watching where you guys broke to me news of Obama's alleged
right,
the man, which was a lie.
Special.
Okay,
yes.
so
we don't
man
know. I mean, it remains
the
to be
toothless
seen.
man, the man with one tooth in his mouth, and he was. I'm sorry, and I like to tell y'all right now, he was not attractive, and I know, you know what I mean. Like he was not attractive. And
you're saying Obama could get better guys.
Yes. If someone was gay, he could get.
I would agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
But he said his name was Barack Obama. It had to be him.
Yeah. He said that he put his hand. He said remember he tried to detail their night together.
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
He gave a lot of way more details than I'd want to know.
He said he put his hand on his thigh. I said, stop this right now, because this is a lie. This is a lie. I couldn't believe that story. I'm like, and Tucker Carlson interviewed him. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is crazy.
It's so clowny. I mean, look, Obama is not gay. I think he's probably a 1 on the Kinsey scale if I had to guess with my expertise. But like, that would not be Obama's type. If Obama were gay, he'd have like some metrosexual twink. Like, it wouldn't be some like toothless tweaker. Like, come on.
Obama's not gay.
Backwoods of
if
nowhere.
Obama was gay, he'd have some sort of metrosexual twink, let me tell you.
Obama would have.
Obama speaks in the third person.
Damn right, Obama does. Let me be clear. Obama would have a twink.
Obama be clear.
Obama's so fine. I know he would get somebody just as fine. Like it's just, it just has to. He has to be somebody
also
who
the most
matches
powerful
the
man
energy.
on the planet. Yes.
Yeah.
It
would not be somebody from the backwoods with one tooth, who clearly is making things up. I don't care if. And no, I'm sorry. When I couldn't believe that was actual news. I think just recently Fox News was so upset over something so mundane. I don't remember what it was, but they were like, I wish I can remember, but it was something like.
Well, to be clear, this was on his show on X after he left Fox. So this is definitely one of those things that he pitched to the rest of the team. Like, at one point he's like, "Hey, I got a guy who says he sucked Obama's dick. Do we bring him on, or what are we doing?"
I gotta push back a little bit on this. We don't know what Obama would like. Maybe toothless is what he would be into. I mean, you don't know.
Opposites attract. Opposites attract. There
no,
you go.
Matt,
He has a full mouth of teeth. He's a full mouth of teeth. That guy's one tooth.
You don't know what he would be into. Okay,
toothless makes everything better, right? But I would say, like. I
wasn't even going. I wouldn't even mean that. Wow, you're really.
See, I told you. That's right. Like, listen, but I'm just saying.
You are dirty.
The bigger
Rest in Puss was not a mistake.
The bigger picture is that I don't think that would be Obama's type. First of all,
I think Obama would definitely be into someone who would have voted for him if he could have run for a third term. I think that would be Obama's type.
Wasn't that guy a Trump supporter or whatever? Or he said he turned.
Obama turned him into a Democrat. I didn't know that part. It was that good.
I can't but I wanted to watch the reaction of I know I was so shocked because I did not know that you guys were going to bring me that story, and I was like, this is not real. And the fact that it was real, it just goes to show you, leave your kids in Canada. Don't bring them here.
Yeah,
don't bring them here.
We're bringing our kids to Canada, actually.
Yes.
No, we're gonna build a wall and make you pay for it.
We will. We'll pay for it after we're in.
I will give you taxes and all the taxes, honey. I we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I think Vivek will pay for it. Wasn't he talking about like building a wall on the northern border?
Seriously?
Canada. Yeah.
He's trying to box us in before they kill us. God, we got to get out quickly.
See, it's just, we have no chance. Like, it's
God. Look, I'm in Portland, so I can go right across that fucking border. I'm one small state away, baby.
Wait,
They're
you're
not
in
gonna catch
Portland?
me.
You're not in California?
Portland's
Who's
also-
in California here?
No one.
No one, yeah.
No one was in Why? See, I made up things about myself. I don't know y'all like that because I put you in California.
Oh.
And I had Lance and David here, and I had like I had you on the West Side too, Matt. I didn't know.
West
I know
Side.
you're.
I couldn't be any less of a West Coast archetype than.
You give New York. You now I see it.
Mm.
You give me full New York, but yeah, I didn't. I thought you were in California. I made that
If
up.
you've been to Portland, you know that I'm a Portland person. I look like every dude from Portland with the
everybody
gauges
looks the
and the
same?
tattoo. Yeah, and beard. We all look identical, basically.
What's right? That's
Yeah.
my type. I'm Obama. Just like making it clear, I am Obama.
Speaking of voices, Lance, I didn't know that you had the gift of voice. Like you could just.
I don't have the gift of voice.
You just could put on. Yes, you do.
You do that, Jordan
like,
Peterson.
that
for
was-
that-
For
no,
those of you
for
who don't know,
the-
that wasn't that your voice in the voiceover for.
Yes,
the-
that was
the
my
clip? See, that was good.
You're a
That
good
was
narrator.
good. And then
Thank
when
you.
in the clip, the one that you brought, I think it was you, Mike, where you put in him doing a voice or reading.
Yeah, the Jordan
one of the-
Peterson.
yeah, and there was
Yeah.
a voice there. Okay,
That was-
see?
That
You
was a
could
really
take my
gross
job,
thing to do.
Lance, doing Netflix narration.
And Lance, like I didn't know because well, from what I get from you, like from since I've been here, you've been calm, cool, and collected. See, I didn't get Lance falling out of the chair, cracking up,
What?
turning
I
into
thought
turning
I
into
was
a
always just a
tomato.
laughing, goofy guy. I thought
Yeah,
that was.
see,
I
I
thought
didn't
that
get
was my
that.
thing.
You've
Oh,
been really
no.
calm since I've
I've
been
been too
here.
calm.
And then, like I said, you guys were all giving me different emotions throughout the years. And I think right now it's just towards the end, and it's like you got to regroup and come back. And you know.
2023 was a wild year. It was.
I see.
weird
It
as
really
fuck.
was.
It was weird as fuck. Yeah.
Mhm.
The
It was like
world
all
was
over the
upside
place.
down.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I thought I was one of those girls. 2023 is gonna be my year, new me.
Really?
Who is like that's what it was. And then it started out real cute. You know, I met a guy, and then I'm like, this is not working out. Like,
Was it the crypto guy? Was it
Yeah.
the crypto dude?
No, that guy
Oh, okay.
is from the year before. This
Oh, okay.
guy, see, I want to
That
be
was
like you guys.
2023.
I want to be in committed relationship, right? That's where I
Yeah.
am now at 30. I was 32 at the time. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I'm living a soft girl life. You know, I'm gonna like save money. I'm quitting this other job. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna, that's where I was with it. Then everything was going cute, and then life hit me, and then life kept on hitting me. But this time around, I said I'm gonna stay strong with it.
There you go.
Usually, I would probably like break.
2024.
Yeah, to 2020. No, now I was getting hit, and
Okay.
I had to still stay strong because I ain't had time to cry, and then I lose my home, I lose my car, I just lose my sanity. I just went to therapy, so that's one of the things I can get.
Hell
I
yeah.
can say is great for my corporate job.
That's awesome.
They pay for my therapy, so
That's my goal next year. Yeah.
Getting into
Yeah.
therapy was hard at first because I wasn't so open, but then I really got into therapy, and it helped me throughout, like kind of gauge where I need to be, even though the days continue to get harder. I continued on with therapy, and then I don't know what next year is going to look like, but I'm hoping that what I always say, free me from the corporate world. I'm hoping to just get out of there and just do what I need to do all the time with news and stuff. So hopefully that we can get there. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I can't say it was tough like the COVID years, because I mean we're still technically in COVID years, but like in the beginning of COVID, that was depressing as hell. Like some days you didn't want to get out of bed and stuff. But this time around I said, no, we gotta combat it. How do we combat it? Because we're gonna still have to work. We can't cry about things right now. We can cry, but we can't stay there. We gotta still get up. We gotta go on our runs. We gotta get some sun. We gotta, motivate ourselves, and we have to go to therapy. And I was consistent in therapy, and that actually worked. So
that's
I
my
used to
goal.
be one of those people who like would be like, "Oh, the therapy. I don't understand why people do it." And then when I was going down the pathway to get diagnosed with ADHD, I had to see a counselor. No, in the Canadian public healthcare system, this is all paid for, by the way. I had to see two counselors and a psychiatrist.
in our face.
Yeah, I know. Just so everyone knows. And you do have a long wait time. That's the difference. I had to wait I think 9 months to see everybody. But I remember seeing a counselor and being like, "Well, this is lovely. This is now I get it. Now I know why everyone wants to do this. This is just wonderful. You feel wonderful afterwards." I'm like, "Oh, that was I highly recommend it to every single person who has access to it, ideally through their work."
Yeah. This year was me trying to focus on my physical health. Next year is going to be focusing on my mental health. So my number one goal is to try to get therapy. Because I think I might have ADHD. I don't know though. I've taken the tests and I checked half the boxes. So it's I think I need to work on that. Anxiety. I signed up for BetterHelp because it says that it's covered through my insurance, but there's nobody in my network, so it's not really. And BetterHelp, it seems like there's a lot of options, but it's $90 a week, and it's ooh, maybe I could find a YouTuber who just offers some really good ass. Either way, I'm gonna work on.
There's another site I was connected to, but what I did was go on ZocDoc and I read reviews of and it's just an independent site that you can look at doctors and you can read their reviews. And I looked them up on social media and I was like, okay, let me see what this is about. And I did go through a couple. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's almost like you have to just play with them and see not in that kind of way, Matt, but you got to just go and see if this is going to be good for you. And I was looking at, I'm like, okay, I don't like this young girl who's waking up in the morning, bonnet on her head. She ain't ready. And she's talking to me like, girl, so what's up? I'm like, girl, no, I don't need a girlfriend. I need somebody who's going to challenge me.
Yeah.
I don't need you. And she's talking to her man in the background and she's telling me, girl, cause men ain't nothing. Men ain't nothing anyway. And I'm like, girl, I'm never coming back. So I'm never coming back here. And
that's funny.
I had this, he was so sweet, an older white gay Christian man. He was so sweet. And he would be like, oh, he was country. Oh, Rebecca, and I'm just like, see, I don't need all that pity. I need somebody who's going to tell me, okay, Rebecca, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Now let me tell you something. I need somebody to be able to challenge me on that. So the woman that I found, I loved her so much. She was rocking, her hairstyle was 90s. So I knew she was coming with it. Okay. So she was she would break things down to me. She would give me assignments, tasks to do. She would make me repeat myself and then tell me to listen to what I just said. And I'm like, now, why would she do that? Okay, I see where we're going with this. And sometimes she would, tell me, hey, maybe you should try it this way. And when you do try it this way, if it didn't work, come back to me and tell me that didn't work, or come back to me and tell me how it did work. And so that really, really helped, you guys. I ain't gonna lie, because I would be in a corner right now, balled up. Y'all would never see me. I would I know that I had to do something different this year in how I combat depression. And I suffer from my anxiety can get super high. And I had I'm so friendly. I like to be outside. I like to dress. And when I'm inside the middle of people, I'll be the life of the party. But on my way to the life of the party, I am battling so much anxiety.
Oh my God.
I hate that. I became so I got worse during COVID. Social anxiety, I just couldn't bring myself to go out and be amongst people. It
was take really a long time to undo that, get back into social scenarios?
I had so many plans, and then I just became okay, I'm gonna do things by myself. And then the thing is, I was finding too much solace in isolation. And I was like, girl, you can go hang out with your family. You can go get back and just kind of be amongst people. It took me a long, long time, but I finally started doing it. And then I realized, okay, I could do 2 days with people and then go back home. I could I could do that, but we're making progress.
The question for me is, how do you know how did you know that spending time alone was a problem? Because some people may be like, hey, I just like being home. What's the problem? You know what I mean? I don't want to be amongst people. It's okay.
Yeah, because I started to feel the loneliness feeling started coming in, but I didn't want to be around people. And I knew that I built that. Okay, now you don't even know how to be around people anymore. You don't want to be around people anymore, but now you want to go around people. And it's I'm afraid. Now I'm okay, you spent too much time in isolation to the point where my AI device was my friend. And I said, girl, no, Now it's too much. You too cute for this. Like, this is crazy. Like, and I would I would sit here sometimes I would be up in the morning and I would, do my routine. I would go out on runs because that's my thing. I would go out on hikes. I'm by myself. I'm doing all these things by myself. And I would do the thing where it's like, I'm living the soft girl life. I can go to dinner. I can take myself to dinner. I can do all that. But then I started longing for people, but I didn't know I was afraid. And that's when I knew it was a problem. It became a fear. I wanted it, but it became a fear. And I was just like, it's a whole thing. Now I got to, walk myself back.
Sense.
That's when I knew it became a problem.
That's interesting. That's helpful for me as well. That's good insight, Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm seeing people say that BetterHelp is bad in the chat, so I will avoid them.
Yeah, BetterHelp is very commercialized. Yeah.
I've heard bad things about them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'll avoid.
Like the HelloFresh of like mental health resources.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll avoid it. I just didn't know what else.
Yeah,
I see tons of ads for them. Lots of content creators have like.
Go on ZocDoc. I'm telling you, just
go ahead and try that.
Type in your looking for a psychiatrist or a therapist or a psychologist or a counselor, and it'll just bring you the people in your area near you who take your insurance, and just look at their their ratings and look at what they specialize in, and then speak with them through there. Sometimes they'll take you to a third party site where you see a little bit more about the doctor, and you can read up on them. That's what I had to do. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's a lot of resources because you live in Portland, right? Like Portland's a little bit more progressive, as a city than other places in the U.S. Because there could be if you look online, there's usually a lot of hotlines and numbers, both to have opening counsel sessions or just introductory ones. Sorry, I can't speak. And then you could use that as a jumping off resource for something else where people could be able to answer maybe questions you already have without having to spend
that's a good idea.
$100 or $200 or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Phone lines in Canada you can use where it's just you might have to wait an hour before you connect to someone, but they will just give you introductory kind of counseling and stuff like that.
Okay, no, that's interesting. And Brienne said something in the chat about ADHD being connected to anxiety and whatnot. I'm like, okay, that would actually make a lot of sense. So I never thought of that.
About that lately. That's been a big topic on social media.
I can send you, Mike.
Yeah, people are.
Yeah, I never thought that I had ADHD. And then it kind of just clicked, there are certain traits, and I looked them up. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? That kind of fits. Is this? I don't know. So yeah, I just need to iron that out. I think it would be really helpful for me. So yeah, that's my goal for next year.
Look, we got goals.
It's great.
We got goals. We're gonna better ourselves, and we're gonna watch the changes.
And all you chat have to do it at home too. Better yourselves in any way. Maximize yourself. Become the best version of yourself that you can be. It lies deep within. Yeah, in all categories.
Yeah. Well, you'll know if I'm doing better if we have a live show and I actually attend it.
Okay,
that's the gauge.
I feel like you'll be the first one there, Mike. You and Matt.
I would go.
There. I feel like that. I do.
Yeah, for sure. I would go. I would feel left out if you all did it without me, and it would be so much fun.
I would love to come, so I can really.
If you weren't there.
If I can make it, that'd be amazing.
We'll all make it. It
would be very fucked up looking doll, but yeah, I would make one.
Look, ain't no news. Y'all don't got nothing on y'all.
It's a slow week.
I was I know all the.
I have 2 videos this week, which is rare for me. I usually get a video a day.
You only did 2.
That was a big piece of news.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right. There's not much happening this week that's really interesting me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you follow that, Lance? Because I didn't.
So I followed both COP28, and I know no one wants to talk about it because it's an extreme downer. I won't bring it up, but there were huge developments in a whole bunch of new information coming out in the current conflict between Israel and Palestine. I would really press everyone who hasn't looked to see 2 reports that have just come out recently. A really good one in CNN just came out because there was a reporter on CNN who actually got into the Gaza Strip and was capable of reporting from inside, which is very rare because no press can get in. I don't know how she did it. Get incredible, interviews and really put it on blast for mainstream audiences in the US to see.
Oh, that's
fucking incredible. It was it's really hard to watch. I won't lie. If you're not looking to watch, suffering, traumatized and or nearly dying kids, maybe don't put it on. Trigger warning there, but share it with people, family, friends who might be currently I don't know how I feel at this point in time. Be like, please look, just watch,
it was, is that the one with Clarissa Ward?
Is that her name? I don't know the name of the reporter.
Because I know
I don't watch CNN, so
okay. Because I think she went. I'm pretty sure this is the same story. I think she went through Egypt to get to Gaza. I want to say, Yeah, I'm
look
pretty
it
sure I saved the clip in my bookmarks on Twitter. Let me see. Yeah. So this is the Clarissa Ward one. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll put a link to that in the chat so people can watch it. Unless you all want to watch it. This is just like a 1 minute version.
I wouldn't recommend it unless you, again, it is a lot of interviews with children who, like, I watched the whole thing today on stream. It's a lot of interviews with kids who have just been shell shocked, or like their faces are like cut up and stuff like that. Like it is a hard watch. It is a heavy.
Yeah.
It's an important one, and it's an important one to share again with people, and to honestly share it to any family members who are still kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this, but it is a hard watch.
This is the issue with this topic for me. It's like, I know how devastating this shit is, and like it's hard for me to watch any of these videos because I don't need confirmation on what I already know. So I can't justify it to myself like bringing my entire mood down for the whole week.
Yeah,
by watching one of these videos. I just can't.
I'm not mad at you for that. And it's like, back in the day, like they would say, for us, who were working at the news station or whatever, like you just have to be unbiased and you had to endure it. But nowadays we get to have feelings, and nowadays we're getting these things in our face. It's not like we're just reading the news or reading a summary of it or reading the facts of it. We are getting pictures that we're not asking for on our day to day. We are literally opening up these apps and seeing babies
and they break
not in caskets, not respectfully dying, but being murdered, or we don't even know how they were murdered. We can't even identify what we're looking at times. And we have actual feelings about this stuff. And so much is going on that's being hit. Like we're going to cover it, but it's crazy because sometimes your audience can push you too, like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? And hey, in order for me to be here to even have conversations about other issues, I gotta be healthy in my mind. And I will mention this, but this is as far as I can go with it right now.
Yeah, and
exactly.
The most important part to me is covering the overall conflict and the power imbalance and the politics of it. As opposed, like, I don't think we need to at least for me, because again, I know, like, I'm on the right side here. I don't need to watch just the most horrifying shit. There's no reason for it, in my opinion. Like, again, unless, like what Lance was saying, unless you need to convince some family members or some friends on what's going on, then they should be seeing that. But I don't need to be seeing that because I know the situation.
And you don't have any more room. You don't have any more capacity. It's okay, mental capacity, to put that on you. Like, it's tough.
Oh, there's so many clips that have broken me in the morning. It's usually like first thing you go on to X, you start scrolling, and then I'll see 2 or 3 things where like I'll just start bawling because like it's one of those things where the next day it is surpassed in horror by the one I had seen the day before. It's like one of the worst things I could possibly imagine, a scenario that actually happened to a human, and then the next day it's like it's an even worse one, and you're like, my God.
You're seeing it. This is stuff that usually like
it.
we didn't have access to seeing bodies being blown up or people screaming and like in a bombing, and they like little
the Iraq war was not like this. You would just see CNN and they would be like, we're here to interview the soldiers, the brave heroes liberating Iraq from Saddam Hussein, and then you're like, oh, these brave soldiers, sir, do you look brave? And like that, it wasn't like you just saw like corpses.
It's not what we're seeing right now. What we're seeing is
war.
It's so sad.
And
it's
war. I can't call it a war.
us.
We're seeing bombing.
Yeah, it's affecting us.
We're seeing indiscriminate bombing is what we're seeing.
And we're dealing with our own issues on top of that. I mean, like our household issues, our personal issues, our financial issues, all that stuff. But the issues that's happening in our own country, like we're mass shootings that are happening. Like, like it will happen yesterday or tomorrow, and then we're having to deal with what's like still helping people understand what's happening in Gaza. We're still like, there's all these things that are happening, and it's like, hey,
it's overwhelming.
Give me 1 second. Let me just try to find some peace, some joy. Let me try to recalibrate, and then I'll come back. Like, I'll come back to it.
Cute dog videos for a little while. Or
And sometimes your audience can get, and I mean, I'm saying in general, because I know sometimes I'll get messages and, they'll be like, well, why didn't you cover this? Especially because, me being Haitian, I know what's happening in my personal home. We have to deal with a lot of these things. My family is and so I got to deal with that every day. And sometimes they're sending me things that I'm seeing firsthand. And sometimes when they're sending me all these bad things, that blown up bodies, all these kind of things, it's like, hey, I'm trying to like take a break from that. I have to deal with that in my personal household. Right now I need a second. So I don't have to cover it in this way. I rather cover something positive about Haiti right now. So like, hey, chill off that. You know what I mean? So
that's important though. Like I felt really like guilty at first if I like took a break from this, because it's like, wow, it must be nice. You know, they don't get a break from the bombing, but I could just take like a break from mental health. You know, and it is a privileged position, but it's like, you know, it's okay to be to check out sometimes, because sometimes it just does get overwhelming, and you'll be more effective communicating it if you do give yourself that space. Like for me, the thing that broke me recently, and I haven't recovered from, was Rafet Alarir, him getting murdered, basically. Because I've been following him since the beginning of this entire thing. And then just to see that news, it was like a gut punch. It's like I felt like I knew him because he had become so big in like my personal like news space. I was bookmarking his tweets, sharing his videos. And so this week I've just kind of covered dumb stuff because like mentally I can't like go back yet. And what I've been trying to do more of, like when everything first started, I would just do video after video. Now I'm kind of like giving myself a little bit of a break, and then I'll cover like all the things I missed in one big video, just because it's like, if you just talk about the devastation nonstop again and again and again, it's gonna bog you down. You know, it's gonna bog down the viewers, and that's like, it's almost counterproductive. It's like the climate change effect, right? Where it's like you talk about how bad it is, and every news story is so bad to the point where people don't even want to watch it. Like they just check out mentally. So yeah, that's kind of like my whole thing, where do it in spurts, give yourself a mental break. Otherwise you won't be able to take it.
You're not going to be effective in this
exactly
space. And we have other news to cover, unfortunately, but like that's how it is. And when there's breaking news about it, of course, we're going to talk about it, especially on my Saturday show with Ben. Like we're going to discuss it. We'll have conversations about it, but you know, that's my show. So I like to be like, all right, we talked about it. Now we're not going to have our audience just be on Saturday morning, just bog down with this. Let's start changing up the vibes. Let's play a song. Let's start, getting to a better place, because they have to go through their day as well. And so, I like to think that I am, when we're doing these shows, we are leaders in this moment with our audience. We're leading the conversations, and we don't want it to always be just so heavy. There's so much going on in the world. People are still recovering from COVID in so many different ways. People are trying to figure out their lives after mass shootings. We have all been affected by something in some way, shape, or form. And we are going to educate you about what's happening, of course, over there. We're going to have our emotions about it, but we also don't want to let that be the end all be all. So we want to show you that we can laugh, or there's other news out there, and we should be able to do that. Because I know some people get a little upset because they want you to focus on just that news. And that's all right. Love you, mean it, but that's not going to happen. We're people too. So
we're also individuals. We don't have, massive teams. We're not CNN,
right?
We're not, MSNBC or New York Times. Like we're individuals.
Speak for yourself. I got a whole group of people.
You got your kids working for me or for you?
They're watching his every move.
But we're like one-man bands, essentially. And so we do it ourselves. So this is something that we're doing, and, we're leading on our own just to be here with you guys. But we do understand the importance of like guiding you through, and also being cognizant about your mental health and how you're feeling, and ours. So like, we got to be good for you to be good. If we ain't good, you ain't good.
Exactly.
So
yeah, we're millennials. We all already have depression and anxiety, so we're not trying to add more to it, and we're trying to cope in real time.
We've been through so many major situations and witnessed them. Like, okay, so we had to wear gospel pants. Okay, Knickerbockers. Like it's terrible. So yeah.
And also go to ceasefiretoday.com if you haven't already. Go to ceasefiretoday.com.
Please do.
Yeah.
I know we only have time for one last story. I did want to talk, because it's usually Rebecca who brings this up, but we haven't talked about Diddy and the new developments, because since you brought this up I think like 3 shows ago, maybe it was 4, because you kind of had your finger on the pulse of the story for a while. And then at the time I was like, okay, interesting, looked it up a bit, and then I actually went back into the whole East Coast, West Coast documentaries, got to enjoy all that, because I was definitely West Coast all the way, by the way. It's fucked. It's gotten so fucked. There's so many more accusers. There's accusations content warning, of gang rape. All of these major brands are dropping him now. It's like 18 brands. This is now like a massive like media figure / empire / mogul like crashing in real time. That's how big it's gotten.
Yeah, and I think the most recent thing that I saw was back in the 90s, something happened and the woman came out. Of course, she came out with her allegations. She didn't have anything just yet. It came out with the news. I think TMZ got it. Of course, Black media got it, like the Shade Room, those Instagram pages and stuff. And immediately after just it came out that, you know, this woman came out with when she was younger, when she was 17, she had an encounter with Diddy. And that's what that was about. That's all it said. And then Diddy came out and posted, and he hasn't said a thing, right? Since the whole Cassie thing dropped and it got hot. He hasn't said the thing. He ended up posting and saying these allegations are not true. None of this stuff basically is true. They're trying to, you know, put stuff on my name, and that ain't true. None of these allegations are true. You will see. And right after he said that, pictures dropped of her sitting on his lap at 17 years old inside of his offices at the time, I believe in New York.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, and there are more pictures, but that was the one that was going viral of her sitting on his lap at 17. Now, we can say that.
Did it Prince Andrew?
This was the time. This was the time, right? And was this okay at the time? It should have never been okay. I don't think it should never been okay. Now, I had friends in high school. Like I said, men was coming to pick them up. Like nobody was saying nothing about these 20-something-year-olds coming to pick up these 16-year-old girls. It just was part of the culture. Does that make it an excuse? No. I feel like sometimes you realize, like, hey, I was 17 years old at that time. Here's my story. And we'll talk about this because this may have, because I didn't know that that was wrong at the time, and because nobody was telling us no, and it was considered just part of the culture. People like to say that, oh, it was a time or whatever, you know. No, if I tell my story now, that could be a reason why Diddy got away with so much after the fact. You know, allegedly, that could be that. So these are putting pieces to the puzzle of a lot of why Diddy is the way he is, why he gets away with what he gets away with, why he believes he's God. You know, and I think that he thought because this woman who doesn't have a large name like Cassie, who came out, he thought, oh, now I'm gonna speak up because this woman from back in Nowheresville, whatever, is trying to speak on my name. And no, we're not doing that. And then the picture dropped, and everybody was like, oh, damn, did he?
And that was after he just paid someone off who accused him too, right?
Yeah.
Like he just basically paid it off, didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
In addition to Cassie, he paid somebody else off.
It's like, I think how many came out? It was a few people. They're coming out back to back, and that's when he said enough is enough. And even people who have worked with him are now, like, before they were just speaking out, but now they're willing to like go to court too, or have they're willing to come out against.
It's one of those, like, when it rains it pours. All of a sudden there's a whole
and I'm like,
bunch
so
more
is
people
he
like,
canceled?
oh,
My
shit.
question is Diddy canceled? Right? So because cancel culture is very fickle. Is Diddy canceled, or is he going to come back in 2024? Diddy Biden?
Well, from a corporate perspective, he's getting canceled. I mean,
Right.
he's lost 18 major brands. That's pretty huge. That's one of those games of like, who's going to be left, right? Who wants to be the last person holding the? I don't know if he's in sexual assault or pedophile. We're not totally sure.
We don't know. We don't. These stories are coming out. I wonder is any of this going to be in court? Like R. Kelly, what's going to happen here?
I think he'll take a break and then he'll come back and it'll be fine.
That's what I'm feeling.
2 years tops.
Yeah.
2 years tops.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because that's what we're getting. Like Kanye West, he this whole time since coming out as a Nazi has produced an entire new album with Ty Dolla $ign. There's Nicki Minaj as a feature. It's like, it's over.
And it's crazy because and he got his daughter with him in these spots, rapping on little parts. And who can say no to Northwest? Like, this is what's happening.
True.
And they're like, oh, Kanye's back. He got Ty Dolla $ign. We love Ty Dolla $ign. Now you're partnering. Like, what? How can we choose? It's so hard to choose amongst him. As a
I like how some people wait though, and Russell Brand was like, "Fuck that noise! I'm just gonna do the full right wing."
Yeah,
because I can.
He's like, I'm white.
I'm not waiting.
What are you
at all.
talking about? I'm white. I'm like, it's a different path for me.
Maybe that is a form of white privilege, right there.
It
It's
is
like, hey, instant white grift. I'm doing it. We're going far right now.
Sure did. He's like, I'm white. I ain't gotta wait for
Kanye did it.
Kanye. Kanye came back every time with a new audience, though, and it's crazy because he
it
always
went worse
had an
and
audience.
worse. It was
He
like
always had
Tucker
an audience.
Carlson to Tim Pool to Alex Jones to like Gavin McInnes. It was like one after the other. And like, oh my God, how is this happening?
And he had the church.
And Nick Fuentes.
He
Can't
had the
forget Nick
church,
Fuentes, the
too.
Nazi.
He had the black church. That is so hard to get. Diddy was trying to get them. And Kanye had the black church in a chokehold, made a gospel album, had them people on the hill in just strange, like one color. I talked about this on my show before. It was just all weird. But he did that after calling them, saying that slavery was a choice.
Yep.
It's great. We're fickle. The society is very, very fickle. Okay. They don't
Society is
care.
fickle.
Like,
especially when it comes to rich, powerful, famous men.
Oh, yeah.
If we're being honest,
We'll make excuses. I'm telling you, we'll make excuses. We will.
I mean, look at all the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Like it does, like Elon Musk pictured with Ghislaine. You have Bill Clinton. There's
Bill Clinton ones are
Trump.
bad. Bill Clinton is in photos with one of the victims. Yeah, R. Kelly as well.
No, because in the beginning, I was just like, R. Kelly's such a genius musically. You know, he made so much songs. How can I escape? Oh, whoa! Now this news coming. Oh, now that. All right. I can't do the 2-step no more. I can't do any of it. Like, you know, so it gets crazy. So
yeah, I think that some people are just too big to be canceled, and it takes a lot for them to be like officially canceled. Like,
and there's so many venues you can just transfer to now, right? Like
exactly,
sure, but like now
cancel
you got a
culture.
show and...
It isn't real to me. Like you could be canceled here, but I'm telling you, there's a whole space that you didn't even know existed with millions of people still supporting this person. So it's just like, I mean,
cancel culture is like a promotion. Have you seen like those two comedians? I didn't even know who the fuck they were, but now it's just like, this is the most canceled new comedian. He's like 20 years old and he talks about how domestic violence is fucking awesome. And I was like, I don't know who this is. I have no idea.
The dude who looks like Chad Squidward because he got fucking plastic surgery. His name is Matt Rife.
Okay.
I've never heard of this son of a bitch. And all of a sudden,
until apparently he got canceled. I was like, "What? When did you get canceled? I never even knew about you. How do you get pre-canceled? You get pre-canceled now to sell the special."
It's like this guy. He got famous because of this stupid ass special, and then he got canceled after getting famous from the special. He got canceled.
But I saw him on Jordan Peterson before I even saw that he was controversial. All of a sudden, I was like, "Who's this motherfucker?"
He was
on
controversial
Jordan
because
Peterson,
he has like a black twang to him too. He has this thing where he believes like he's like the white black member of a group.
He was on a TV show. That's what he says, you know. And
a self-anointed one.
He asked me to play the white guy. Can you believe that's what he was telling Jordan Peterson? He's like, they typecast me as the white guy. And I was like, you were the white person. I'm like, Jim Carrey never complained about being the white guy in Living Color because he was literally the white person.
This guy gives off so like massive douchebag vibes. Like it's incredible.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know, y'all always get me for this. When I first seen him, I was like, "Oh, who's this little handsome?" And then
I've heard that a lot too.
I clicked the
it's
sound.
Like he uses pretty privilege to get away with it.
Yes, he does.
How do people think he's pretty? His face is so fucked. He's like 10 steps away from Ollie London.
He's an elf. He looks like an elf. He looks like an elf right here. I can't see it, but he's giving elf vibes here.
There's a picture of him, and his fucking jawline is like square. Like he wanted to be Chad so bad, he went Ollie London with it. Like what the fuck is going on? I can't take this shit.
But he was giving like a black joke.
Some of us have a type, okay?
It's true. I got a lot of you got to be fine. But I'm looking at the old pictures.
Obama's back.
It's getting crazy.
Okay, so there's a clip of him, and this is when I knew he was a douchebag. Well, I knew that before, and just hearing him and seeing his face, I'm like, okay, this dude has one of those faces where it's like, okay, can't take it. But anyways, he was on this podcast with I think Tana Mojo or Tanya. No, it's Tana. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. And he was like, no, and this was post-canceling, right? And he's like, everyone who hates on somebody, if you think about it, they're just jealous. So if you hate someone, you're jealous of them. And the girl was like, so would you say that everybody's jealous of Osama bin Laden? And he's just like, just like, damn, demolished like that.
Dang.
Did you see the 6-year-old who completely roasted him?
Yes, that was funny.
That kid is.
And he got in an argument with the 6-year-old. Like he's beefing with the 6-year-old.
He made fun of his mom. He's like, your mom subscribed, or your mom pays for me with her OnlyFans money. I was like,
right.
This is a 6-year-old. You're losing to a 6-year-old.
So
I hate him.
He's not good. He's not a good person because he made that. Whatever I clicked on, I was like, oh, he's handsome, and I clicked on it, and he was going back and forth with somebody black in the audience about something, and it was like giving racist, and I can't remember, but it went viral. But I can't remember what it was. And you got some people who are like, he's a comedian, he can say those things. Like he's a comedian, he can say those things. But I'm like, I don't know. It's given.
Yeah, and the truth is, you
it's
can,
sussy.
and people can tell you suck. Like that's not
right.
canceling
Of course,
you.
he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like he was going off about some random TikToker who was like, I don't think it's appropriate to make fun of domestic violence. He was like, fuck you, cuck. And then I was like, and then Jordan Peterson talks about how that guy's a sneaky rapist. He's like, oh yes, just like the orangutan, there is a species of male who basically go out and they try to sleep with women through sneaky tactics. He's a sneaky rapist. I was like, you're canceling them. You're canceling the random TikToker right now. You guys have massive platforms. No one knows who the fuck this random TikTok dude is. And you're saying that he's a sneaky rapist? Like that's going to haunt him now. People are going to show up in his replies and be like, fucking rapist, motherfucker. I saw that you were a rapist. Like that. Are you not doing cancel culture? Is this not a 1984? Like where does it go?
Can I, real quick, speaking of people with fucked up faces, I'm not like somebody who likes to make fun of people's faces.
Yes,
but I do
Clearly
make.
You do.
Well, listen.
Specifically.
And if you don't, then you punch them first and then make fun.
Okay.
They're like 90,
especially if they're
90
elderly.
years old.
The caveat is if I make fun of somebody's appearances, I'm a target-rich environment too. Feel free to have at it. But I have to show you all this fucking picture. I don't know if you. I know. I saw Lance's tweet about this. What the fuck is going on here? This Dreamcast ass graphics that we're getting. Like
I like Connor's tweet there.
What the fuck? Yeah, Connor's tweet.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
So just so everyone knows, Ollie London is such
treatment.
an extreme racist that he used to try and look like a Korean. First, I believe it was a Korean young boy. Then he wanted to look like a Korean girl. And he said that he was getting penis reduction surgery to be more authentically Korean. Like that's how much of a racist he was. He was willing to get hundreds of thousands of dollars of plastic surgery to be more racist. And like not learn anything about Korean culture, history, anything, not fucking try to learn the language or anything, but just know that he was going to get all this. Like that's who he is. And now he's a right-wing darling because he says that being trans is bad because he's trying to conflate, like trying to do a race change with trying to do it like a gender change.
Where does the money come from is what I'm wondering. How did he afford all these surgeries?
Oh, he was a musician actually. You could watch his music videos.
So is this person trans or no?
He's an ex-trans.
Yes.
As
he was saved. He was infected by the woke mind virus. It's what, like, according to like his book that right wingers now love, that he was like, convinced through society and culture to want to change my gender. But I realized that this was sick and wrong. And every single person. That's why I now I fight this. I fight the radical gender ideology on behalf of the right because it's fucking profitable.
Yeah, and think about how quick this was. He went from being Korean to being
the laughingstock.
A trans woman. Well, and then like 6 months later,
not
all of a sudden he has a book out about being detrans or whatever the fuck. It's like
at all.
No, he's not Korean. He's British, right?
No, he's a British white dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's 100%.
That work is terrible. It didn't even give any what.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Got the low quality treatment.
So bad.
He was trying to look like I think Jungkook from BTS. And he did
one of the BTS stars or something.
He just fucked his.
It didn't give that. It didn't give it at all.
I can real quick. I want to pull up a music
George
video.
Santos. No, we're not talking about George Santos. To my knowledge, none of this has applied to George Santos, but it could. It does sound very George Santos-esque. Okay?
It does.
I feel like if you're the reason your own face is fucked up, then you're fair game. Like it's not like he was born that way, right?
Well, if you're using it to spew hate and fucking make the lives of marginalized communities worse, then yeah, absolutely. You're not body shaming how someone was born. You're shaming how he's manipulating.
And his face is the least offensive thing about him. It's the person that he actually is.
Yeah, I have a music video for you all in the spirit of the season. This is Ollie London.
Oh no.
Christmas in Korea.
Who's Ollie London?
That guy.
The person we're talking about.
The person.
Oh, look.
I've never
Is this supposed to be serious?
This is the same person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the same person.
Oh, you guys.
This
Dude,
got to
to
be
be
before they
fair,
went
he's-
ultra crazy.
He had
with
tons
the,
of surgeries. Like there was
plastic
lots of
surgery,
different
yeah.
phases that he went through.
And let me just fast forward it.
When it gets starts.
And this was when he was LGBTQ.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Are we getting copyright struck for this?
I don't think
Can you
he's.
imagine getting taken down by Ollie London's.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes,
well,
I
we
can
won't play
imagine.
anymore.
Just why I'm asking the question.
Yeah. Okay, so, but yeah, you can look up Ollie London music videos, and they
I'm
are
not.
entertaining.
I'm not because I don't even know.
Yeah, why would I?
I feel like you just
waste my
showed me 17 different people. That's why I'm so confused. I was trying to follow along, and I'm like, I kind of did. That's crazy.
He's lived
That's
a lot
fa-
of lives in a year.
That's a fake name too, right? There's no way his last name's London.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
That'd be
not
fake.
sure. Yeah.
That's like my name being David Toronto.
Yeah, I think that's
Lance
why
Vancouver.
It's just not
his name. Yeah.
Lance Vancouver.
Mike America.
These sound like
That actually sounds kind of cool.
I wish I was called David Toronto. That's pretty sweet.
Mhm.
It's nice.
It's good
Yeah.
that Mike thinks that America is a city. Very good, Mike.
Yeah, you'd be Mike Portland.
Don't come from.
But Mike America sounds good. That's why, because
does sound better.
I
It
thought
sounds
Mike
powerful.
Portland, and then Mike America. It's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Sounds strong.
Matt,
Oh,
New
yeah, you
York
can tell
City
real
doesn't
estate.
sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Doesn't
no,
have a
Matt
ring to it.
NYC. That sounds
Yeah,
like a
Matt
fashion-
NYC. Now that
Oh,
yeah,
Matt
that-
NYC.
that
Yeah.
Sounds
is
like a high
fancy for
fashion
sure.
place.
Mhm, It
Yeah.
does.
I'm like, what is that guy from the Jake Paul and the British guy? He's like, England is my city. Like that's me. That's me. America's my city.
Actually,
Okay.
someone in the chat just gave you a really good slogan. If you wanted to go with Mike America, Mike America, great again.
Oh my God, that's our campaign slogan. There we go.
Somebody-
Mike America.
Wow,
Mike
that's
America.
brilliant.
Again.
Letter
That's
hack.
so
Make the
good.
flyer. Put it out there.
Yeah, that's
you
our
gotta-
slogan.
You gotta go with it for like the rest of the year. Like honestly, you should like actually
Mike America great again.
rebrand the Humanist Report for a year. Just Mike America, great.
That,
again.
honestly, I need to add like a segment or something. That's amazing. Mike
It's
America,
good.
great grant. Yeah.
It's good. It's
Damn,
good.
you guys are so
Letter
creative.
hack. I'm calling.
And
you
I
to
came
the
up with the
top.
Humanist Report. God damn, what a shitty name. I could have had so many other names. It's too late now.
I got the worst name of all you, so don't feel bad.
I think that Rational National is 10 times better than the
When did
Humanist
you? Okay,
Report.
give
I
me
do.
Give me where it came. Like, how did you come up with Rational National?
There is a news program in Canada called CBC's The National. That is a 11. I
That's
think
where
it's
you
11
got it
o'clock.
from? Oh, wow.
That was like the genesis of it, and then at the same time, I'm like, people might think I'm right wing, and maybe that's a good way to get them to not be right wing. So like, hey,
You're
let me
converting.
watch this white right winger, and I'll slowly transition them
You're
to a
converting.
better
Welcome to the
world.
National.
If only I had done that, maybe I'd be more successful in the project.
Welcome to the National.
But also, I'm just like, maybe I can be like rational news. It was a terrible genesis for the
It's
name.
okay. I mean, I want to know where it came from. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. It's already there, and it's stuck to
You
you.
one of the atheist news reporters? Was that kind of the edge?
No, I was
Where
never going to be
Rational
that.
came from?
No.
Oh,
That's the thing. Like when I first, I forget, it may have been you actually that first put me on to the idea that Rational was like a right wing thing. Like I never
I don't
thought
think I
of
said
that.
right wing. I said I think I pointed out that like there are a lot of
Or like
skeptic
atheist,
channels.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of atheist channels have rational, like the rational
Yeah, not
thinker,
right
the
wing
rational
necessarily,
thinker,
but like kind
Yeah.
of like almost
Atheist for sure.
apolitical. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely not the intention.
It's for
Mike had to.
everybody. It's for everybody.
Should be David had to workshop name a few times. He was going to go with the Rational Ethno National.
Yeah, that one didn't work as well. But that's a little too. That's a little too on the nose.
Too wordy.
I should have went with the Homonist Report. That would have been at least funny. It would have been funny. Mine is just so boring and bland. I hate the name. It's so bad.
It's okay. You guys, when you guys chose the name, you weren't. You know, you're not the same person that you were when you chose the name. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, and I didn't think I was gonna do it. I was like workshopping it, and I'm like, I made like a little logo, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like, and then I ended up doing it after all, and then it's like, oh, I don't like this name though, but like I don't have any other idea what I'm gonna like. The only other thing that I had was like Politicast, but then that was already taken by like 18 different people. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'm just sticking with this. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I'm going to do this for like 5 weeks and then stop.
Using Politicast? Actually, that's pretty. That sounds like a good, just a standard political name. But I have no idea.
But
Is there actually a popular show using that?
So like, I don't know. It doesn't give that it has a little
kind of
spice
basic.
to it. Yeah, that's
It's kind of
It is basic, but I feel like you hear
like
that,
both
you're like,
your
oh,
names.
that must be a popular show.
If it's worth anything,
Politicast.
I think they're both.
I mean, I just go by Matt Binder.
How'd you come up with that name?
Creative,
It
yeah.
was very
creative, yes.
difficult. I mean, honestly, I really like out of the show names I have. I think Scam Economy is just it's fantastic.
It is. That's
I agree.
a great
That's
name.
It's a great name.
That is a good name.
Yeah.
Fits the show perfectly.
Doomed, I liked it at the time, but I don't think it.
I like
it
Doom
doesn't
too.
have
It's
a
just
brand name. It doesn't have a brand name though. It is too basic.
Yeah.
I saw it said Politicast is basic. Doomed.
Yeah.
That's why I called it Doomed with Matt Binder to give it a little bit more to it. But
Yeah, that does add to
But
it.
it's about it's a play on Doomer, right?
Yeah, a little bit. There was a little bit of that, a little bit of the stuff I was
world is
covering.
doomed.
The show was mostly, for a while. Every week was just an interview with someone who we did a deep dive into some sort of new white supremacist group or neo-Nazi influencer or reactionary. I mean, I still do that, but it's not as stuck to just doing that like it was in the first couple of years.
I will say, if I'm being honest, I don't really like the Leftist Mafia name either.
I mean,
Let's
honestly,
change it right now.
honestly, it's.
I like the original.
I go back and
What
forth.
was the
on it.
original?
I go back
What was
and
the
forth.
original?
Honestly,
I like Woke Mob.
Because it's
Woke Mob
funny.
is
It's a
good.
play. It's just a play on the whole we'll see who cancels who shit.
Leftist
I
Mafia
like
sounds
the
like we're
Woke
too
Mob.
serious. Like we're actually like gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it gives gritty, and we kind of gritty on
Yeah.
what we're talking about. I like
It's not as bad as the Humanist Report. It's not like bad. It's just kind of like mid, like 4 out of 10.
So my show, like it or
Yeah, Woke
not,
Mob is a banger. I agree. Everyone in chat's like, change the name. It's happening right now in real time.
we could
Make your voices heard, chat.
You can make a cool logo with the
Yeah.
W and the M.
give us
like
what
something.
give us what you guys like. Yeah, get the audience. Tell us what you think our name should be and what you see for us, and maybe we'll go with it.
Let Rebecca pick the new name. I guess that is the rule of
Yeah.
Who's ever
It'll
the
be
newest member.
Y'all don't want me to do it. It's gonna be really cute, and y'all don't want a cute name, okay? Y'all
It'll be
don't-
like it
cute
or
name.
not or do.
No, I want to know
Like
what the
this
cute
one is
name
or two. Like no, but I like it or not. I didn't come up with that one. I thought it was cheesy in the beginning. This is years ago, back in 2017, 2016, because Ben was
Yeah,
so
Like It or Not's a good one.
Bryant Gumbel. And I'm like, boy, if you don't shake it off, and he was telling me, if you don't bring it down. And so we had to balance each other out with Like It or Not. But then I was like, well, let's call our audience Lion, because it's like it or not. So let's call our like I was that kind of, let's call the audience Lion. And then they're going to throw and they made up, the audience made up the idea of throwing lions up in the chat. So when we would get on, they would throw all these lions up, and they still do that to this day. But
I do like that.
It grew on me because within Like It or Not, I would do a sub segment called, and this was cheesy though, Reality Check with Rebecca Azor. And I was like, I would never, I would go with that name again. I was going to go with that name again when we were talking, when we first got on the show, that's what I would go with. But no, I don't want to do none of that. And then the next show that I do, the other show that I'm working on now, I don't want to do a lot of politics on that show. I want to kind of just do softer news, kind of like my lifestyle or whatever. I don't want to keep just doing. I want something softer, not so much hardness all the time, because people always see me gang, not only on Leftist Mafia, on my own show, Like It or Not. I'm always ready to be now Republicans kiss my ass. I'm always on that vibe. So I'm like I want to kind of soften it up a little bit with something. So I'm working
excited.
on that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Let me, if you need help with anything making intros or logos, I like doing that stuff just in my free time. So let me know, and I'll try to cook stuff up.
I'm gonna put you to work.
I like doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love being creative like that. I'm not very creative, but if I get excited about something, then I can. Yeah. So let me know if you need help.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much for offering your help. But yeah, that's what I want to work on for the channel. So I always say this to your audience, all your audiences, because I saw your audiences. I say that all the time. Y'all pushing numbers. So whoever's watching this and hasn't gone over to my page yet and has not subscribed, you need to go over to Rebecca Azor and subscribe. That's all it is. It's Rebecca Azor on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe. And over there, I will tell y'all where my other page is at so you can see what I look like in real life. Just go over there and you'll see more of me because I'm going to start utilizing the YouTube more. So you don't want to miss it. So get over there so you guys can be the first when the stuff starts to premiere. Okay? Rebecca Azor on YouTube.
That's going to be fun.
Yes.
And the offer still stands for you too, Matt. I'm not sure. I think you're probably cooking it, but I like doing that kind of stuff. I'm a weirdo like that, where I like to design like outros and intros. So let me know. I can help you out too.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah. Listen, we don't put everybody to work. Look, all right, everybody got a skill. Get that assembly line going. Whatever you need, we'll add our skills to you and help you out. So I like that.
Yeah, it might be a group effort.
And my skill is letting you know when it's time to get a super chats. That's my skill.
I'm ready to go.
You want me to pull yours up on the screen, Rebecca?
I gotta be at.
Oh wait,
we gotta do Rebecca first.
Oh, you guys are already going to super chats. I'm gonna bow out then because I'm still streaming on Mind Explosion, so I have no super chats. I'm jealous. But hey, no, but thanks everybody who's been watching on Mind Explosions because I'm just about to be monetized. I don't know who came up with this hack, but start doing it. If y'all have secondary channels like Rebecca did, like she proved the theory works. Because getting 3,000 watch time or 4,000 watch time hours, it's hard if you have a little baby channel.
Yeah.
Actually, I think next week I'll go back to my other channel. I want to do that.
Yeah. I got my second channel monetized over the summer, and I'm probably gonna start posting like quick videos because like there are things that I want to talk about, but I can't make like a full video on the channel. I don't just want to post like spam on the main channel.
You gotta get your real life, right? Like you want to start being like, okay, we do this, but I have things that I like to do and talk about, like, and I can't
Let's do
put
cooking
that here.
streams. Let's make food.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. Although I haven't baked in a while. I don't really cook, but I used to bake a lot, but I haven't baked in a while.
You could be the baker. I'll do the cooking.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things. We
should have a potluck, a virtual potluck
Matt
where we
can
bring
sing.
it. Yeah, there we go.
I like it. Now let's get to these super chats because Rebecca has to go put her hair in a bonnet and get to sleep.
All right, you take care, Lance.
Love you,
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I forgot David is still here, so David could operate the super chats.
It's not that many.
Sure.
Not that many.
Narrator. Thank you, narrator. Congrats on monetizing fellow Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake, if you guys don't know, is from my alma mater, Florida A&M University. We're the Rattlesnakes. So yeah.
Wait, you missed one. You missed a super chat.
Where was it?
For Rebecca?
No. Oh, we're just doing
that was the
Rebecca's
first one.
first? Oh, my bad.
No, the first one. Congrats. So this is Shadow of Lugia. Please, guys. Lugia. I don't know. I'm sorry if I messed it up. But congrats. It's been 1 year. I haven't been here for 1 year, but I've been here. Can y'all explain the opening? Like, what are those clips from? Because I don't know. Explain the opening of...
I didn't make it.
Just various movies and TV shows and video games. They're just deep fakes of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's right.
Doesn't look very much like me, I'll be honest.
Mine looks bad because of the glasses.
Mine looks like me. I have
It does.
to say.
Yeah, yours does. Yeah.
It does.
I pull off Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wanda MV. Rebecca, you are a wonderful addition to Leftist Mafia. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you so
love
much.
Wanda.
Oh, hold on. I just gotta one second. I gotta thank the Surfs.tv for rating me on Twitch. Not sure who they are, but thank you, the Surfs, for rating me on Twitch. Hello, Surfs streamers. You're probably very confused as to what we do here. It's a show called Leftist Mafia.
Shouts out to the Surfs.
We love the Surfs here.
We love
friend of the show.
Here. Shout out to the Serves. Omega Star, thank you for the super sticker. I don't know what that is, but I'm finding out slowly but surely. Pons Gambit, thank you so much. I can finally give to Rebecca. And thank you for giving. I appreciate that. Miss Siren, thank you so much for the super sticker.
I'm scrolling here.
By photo, and I'm saying that in Creole, but it could be bay photo. Okay. Give me therapy, all therapy. It's great. Yes. Get therapy. If it works for you, it's good. And therapy doesn't have to be talk therapy. It comes in different forms. So figure out what therapy works for you. T King, appreciate your optimism. Thank you. I try to be optimistic when inside is not. Congrats on the super chats. Thank you so much, Catherine Blue. Nosies. Nosies. We're going to say the G is silent, like in lasagna, like Lil Wayne said. I offer left hook. What does that mean? Were we talking about something like that?
Oh, maybe a name for a show. Name for the show.
Oh, left hook. Okay. We'll put that out there. Thank you.
Not bad.
Thank you. Tony Rizzo. Woke Mob is better than Leftist Mafia. Here's a $5 for the name change. You go.
My one issue with Woke Mob is that it's also leaning into that being too generic.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people use that for all sorts of things.
Yeah, if you search it up, you're not going to find us.
And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, I know I'm like the only Black person for now on the show. And I feel like woke with me don't seem right. My camera died. But woke with me doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't do right. I'll keep reading.
Your camera just shut off.
It died.
Camera's like, I'm done. And that's actually your last one, so you are done.
Well, you know what, y'all? Y'all know what it is. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I love you guys. I mean that 100%. And I will see you guys on the next one next week, because I'll be here next week. But after that,
I'll see you next year personally.
Yeah, okay.
Have a good Christmas.
We'll see each other next year. And I'll see you guys next week. And after that, I'll see you guys in the new year. Mwah. I love you guys. Mean it. And you guys enjoy the rest of the stream. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
I'll be doing a special Christmas Day stream. No, I'm not. I'm just.
Oh my! I would not be shocked actually. What is this massive zoom in here? Jesus
Yeah, I don't
Christ.
like the super zoom in. I don't like when we're.
It
like,
really
"Hey, everyone,
is.
Look at every pore in our face.
Jesus Lord! All right, this is not for me.
Not for me.
Come on,
not for me.
people. Get
I
up.
think this is.
I'll be right back because the next few are
Oh wait,
not
that is for me. Sorry, the synopsis.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
With a membership super chat. Woo! Not sure I'll be able to catch the whole thing live, but I hope you have a great show. Thank you, the synopsis. Really appreciate it, and I think we did have a great show.
I have one here that is not showing because it was before we went live. I didn't realize that happened because it's from A25, but it's from Daz Bowiz.
Oh, I see that, David. Do you want me to pull it up?
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Why don't I see it?
This was happening last time with me and Matt, where he or I don't remember, couldn't see some of the super chats.
Oh,
it was
that's
weird.
Bizarre. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't see that one either. But I do see one that another one you didn't go to.
If memory serves you, once you once showed a list of people from Israel and Palestine who fought for peace and were flatlined. I'd love to see that one again. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. Is there one before the synopsis, Binder, that you see?
Yes, there is.
Okay,
I don't know if it's
one.
before the synapse. I don't see the synapses either. Maybe
That's
I'm
bizarre.
really off. But do you guys see the dynamic editor one?
Yeah, I see the
That's
dynamic.
the one after.
Okay, so that's the first one for me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You read this already? I forget now.
Yes.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right, dynamic editor, $5. Thank you, Mike. Halloween was a few months back. Good Steve Jobs cosplay though. Hey now, it's not a turtleneck. Okay.
You just got owned. Oh my
I
god.
did.
One day you should wear a turtleneck just to really fuck with people.
Nobody will know, right? A Wrinkle Fighter, $5. Thank you, Mike. I enjoyed your story about the Baphomet statue in the Iowa Capitol. Took the kids to see it today. Shocker, a failed Republican candidate destroyed it. Really? Oh God, I'm not surprised, but I mean, it was only going to be there for like 14 days. Yeah, I don't know if you all heard about this, but there's a Baphomet statue from the Satanic Temple in the Iowa State Capitol because, religious freedom, and it caused a giant shitstorm. I did a video about it. It was really fun. But yeah, that makes me mad that somebody destroyed it.
Oh, someone destroyed it.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They took their kids to see it and it was destroyed.
Oh, that sucks.
It wasn't anything like, if you look at it, there's like all these little passages about empathy and compassion and science, and because it was Baphomet, they were shitting themselves and freaking out. There was like
metal.
There was
pretty metal.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was even a mass prayer event in the Capitol because of this fucking Christmas display. It was wild.
Who's this for?
I think this one is for me. Let me just... Yeah. Okay, so Brian Vieira, $10. Thank you so much. Hope your reaction to the Montgomery Duck Brawl, the Karen getting brained by the chair, LMAO, is part of your TLL TLM.
Oh, forgot about that.
I didn't.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if I saw this.
You don't remember that brawl?
Oh, right. Okay.
You were cracking up that
right.
And it wasn't like an old lady hit. She was fine, but it was the imagery of it was so hilarious.
Right. See, the problem is that we couldn't include that because I don't know about you all, but I think mine got like age restricted or something for that video.
Yeah, that's right. I think were. Yeah, mine was too.
Yeah, but that was fucking hilarious. I forgot about that. Oh my god.
Yeah. Lloyd Tackwell. Are you British, Lloyd? Says White House Xmas video is Hunger Games disaster. What say LM? I didn't watch the White House Xmas video.
I saw it.
Anybody here see that?
I had no feelings about it. It was just a standard Christmas video with like people dancing. I didn't have any thoughts. I just thought, okay, like it. I don't know.
I can't. I don't know. I have no desire to watch any like White House PR.
Right.
I don't really care.
I mean, it's cheesy, campy, but you know. Oh, thanks, Omega Star. It's a super sticker of a little doggy saying "How's it going?" and waving.
Oh, wonderful.
Bay Photo with $9.99. Thank you, Bay Photo. As someone that's worked retail on Christmas too, I will say the customers are nicer, but they could be even nicer by not showing up. Exactly. Give the boss a reason to close the store for one day. That's true. Although if you work for like a corporate chain, then it's out of the boss's hands too. It's just like standard. I worked at Blockbuster and we were open every single day. And we were pretty busy on like Thanksgiving and Christmases because people would want to rent movies because there was nothing else to do. But yeah, it depends. If you have like a smaller shop, then for sure, don't show up.
It's for somebody else.
Must be Binder.
Oh, it's for me. Omega Star with a super sticker. Thank you so much, Omega Star.
Emperor Nero did nothing wrong. $2. Thank you. Do you think this resurgence of anti-LGBT is temporary? I think the intensity is temporary. I think it'll probably die down, but then it's going to go back up. It's going to be like a roller coaster, right? Up and down, up and down. I think that we're probably seeing a downward trend, at least in rhetoric, not in legislation, but in rhetoric, because it wasn't an electoral win. So I think that Republicans who want to win are going to have to kind of like switch it up a little bit. But all the things that are happening now are going to leave a lasting effect. The legislation is going to take decades to overturn in all these states. So it's hopefully it's temporary, but these temporary moments of anti-LGBTQ plus hysteria usually lead to lasting things that we have to undo. So hopefully that makes sense.
Wanda with a $10 super chat. Continuing the anniversary celebration. That's right. Thank you, Wanda. I really appreciate it. Not for me.
Ignar Husky, $10. Thank you, Ignar. Going to be in Texas next weekend. Not super excited because it's going to be so Christian coded. Going to drive me nuts, LMAO. Hopefully I'll go boar hunting with my cousin, though. They're a problem down there. Oh, interesting. I couldn't go boar. I couldn't like hunt. Like even though I'm not a vegetarian. I don't eat that much meat, but I couldn't do it. Even if they're a problem, it would just make me really sad, especially because pigs are so smart.
Wanda with $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Wanda. Happy anniversary, David. Thank you.
Synapsis with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. You will just have to do a global tour of live shows if Trump wins. I mean, I think we should do it.
You need some money for that.
I know that's tour. The one thing. Yeah,
do a global tour.
Any tour would probably be.
We should do at least a date, or maybe a few, maybe a handful of dates.
So we'll see what the demand's like. Archangel, $10 super chat. Thank you. Says David Lance, with the likely collapse of the USA in the next couple of decades, I have Canada as my backup country. Originally from MT. Where in Canada would you recommend? Have plenty of guns. Are you joking? You cannot bring those with you. Let's see. You are from Montana. I don't know. Alberta. There you go. Check out Alberta. That might fit you. Or Saskatchewan. Maybe Saskatchewan. I will say though, I don't think if you are serious, I don't think immigrating here is easy. So just be aware of that.
So hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's not just a matter of like moving to Canada. There you go.
November 2024, you're going to see David in videos at protests in Canada going, "Build the wall, build the wall."
Hey, we'll see. We'll see how bad it gets over there. I watched that Civil War trailer. It's like, oh my God, is this the future? Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
Kind of corny. I think it looks kind of corny.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be probably apolitical.
Hollywood's corny generally.
I mean, also the premise that it's California and Texas, that makes no sense.
I was thinking about that though. If it's depending on how far it is in the future, if Texas, demographically speaking, is really set to go blue, then maybe there is some sort of an alliance there. I don't know though. It does seem weird, but we'll see. If they, I don't know. I forgot who said it. Somebody made a good point about how like either way, like the movie is either going to be apolitical or it's going to be like overly obnoxiously liberal, where it's like about chud fear mongering or some like they're going to fuck it up somehow. But it does look interesting to me. I'm excited to watch it.
I did see a really funny tweet in the replies to the to the trailer for that movie on Twitter. You know that still image from that South Park episode where Stan's dad, Randy, is sitting in front of the computer and there's like just the explosion of jizz all over him. You know that meme video? You know that meme?
Yeah.
Someone took that pic and put Tim Pool's face over it in the reply to the Civil War trailer.
That's brilliant.
That's very accurate. That's literally all he fucking talks about.
Wow.
I will be right back.
All
Take
right.
control
This
in case
is,
I'm late.
this is for me. Hold on. Let me go to the...
It is.
All right. Brian B with a super chat. Y'all need to watch Twin Peaks. It's great. Is it?
I heard it was. Nadia Yvette Chambers with $2. Thank you, Nadia. Mental health is right-wing code speak for LGBT. Yeah, I don't think it's mental health. I think it's like mental illness is what they say. But yeah, you're right about that. This one is for you or David.
It is for me. Archangel with a $10 super chat. Did you see the video of Charlie Kirk and his band of jackasses going after Taylor Swift? Totally pathetic and utter projection. I did not see that.
Watch my video tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Why are they going after Taylor Swift? What did she do?
Because he doesn't know if she has any eggs left, and she's ugly. It's you have no idea how unhinged it is. Yeah.
What? Listen, I think she's got some good songs. I think she's talented. She's certainly a good-looking girl, and she's only how old is she? She's 34.
She's in her 30s. Calling her ugly is so unhinged and stupid. Yeah, they slut shame her. They talk about her body. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, I have a whole video on it. It's fucking wild.
What problem could you have with Taylor Swift? I mean, she seems pretty like neutral. What is she? She came out and was anti-Marsha Blackburn because she's from Tennessee, right?
Well, you know what it is? She told people to register to vote, and she signed up hundreds of thousands of people.
Right, I forgot.
That is why they take issue.
Oh yeah, and she just went to I saw this, and I was very pleased to hear this. She went to a comedy show in New York City last week that was a fundraiser for Gaza.
What? I did not hear this. Oh wow, I love her even more then. Okay.
Yeah, I was listening while I was away. I'm like screaming. I was like Walt in Breaking Bad screaming. This is why she was. This is why they're attacking her, because she was at this Gaza thing.
I forgot about that.
Wow. Well, that clip is from October actually, but they're attacking her again.
It was Rami Youssef's comedy show in Brooklyn, and the celebrities, and it was a fundraiser. All his profits for the show went to Gaza. And apparently the individuals who went to the show were Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, Anya Taylor-Joy, Zoe Kravitz, and Cara Delevingne. I'm not sure who that is.
Wow, all queens. I love that. Wow. Anya is the one who played Princess Peach, I believe, right?
Yes, and she's also in The Witch, a great movie.
Right, and that chess show on Netflix. I can't remember. I'm blanking on the name. Something Queen's Gambit. Really good show too.
I watched that. That was good.
Yeah, really good. Okay, so Archangel with $20. Thank you, Archangel. That's a gigantic super chat. My goodness, you're so kind. So my pessimism is making me paranoid about 2024. Why can't Biden see the writing on the wall? He sounds worse every time he speaks, and he keeps hurting himself with his policies, Israel, Gaza, domestic policies, etc. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong to be pessimistic. I don't think that makes you paranoid. At this point, I've kind of just like accepted that he's probably going to lose. Because at this point, he certainly will if nothing changes. Yeah, listen, here's what I will say. If you're very, very worried, then just update your passport. Get that ready just in case. You never know. But, you know, odds are that it's not going to come to a point where it gets so bad we all have to flee the country. Unless you're certain people. It depends. It depends on what Trump chooses to enact and how far they go with Project 2025. But yeah, hope for the best. Expect the worst. I think that's the way that you mentally prepare yourself. Don't be doom and gloom over it. A lot can change between now and then, but you know, we lived through 4 years of Trump. Can we live through 4 years of like a Trump 2, where he's worse and more emboldened and indicted?
If it's 4 years.
If it's 4 years, right?
That's what let's not get too pessimistic right now.
Right, right.
Let's wait a little bit.
The good news is if he chooses to be a dictator, he's old. So, you know, or he could be a fucking Bouteflika. Like in Algeria, their president was like 1,000 years old until he finally stepped down.
Then he passed the country down to Steve Bannon, and it all gets better. Where are we? Well, there we go. I think this is for you.
Oh,
Mike.
wow, Wanda, thank you so much. $10 anniversary celebration continues. You're so kind, Wanda. Thank you. I love you so much.
Must be for Matt.
Guamu with $200. Whoa! No, it's 200 pesos, I guess. Was MX is Mexico, I'm assuming?
Must be, yeah.
I have no idea what that translates to, but I appreciate it. Hey, Matt, have the other Mafia members seen the pixel recreation of you talking with Dan and Ravana on your channel about Crowder? The world needs another one, but with the rest in piss chat.
I have not seen this.
Oh, it's really good. Someone sent it to me. A fan sent it, and they basically turned us into animated pixel characters. Like, it looks just like the show, but we're pixelated. It's
what?
Cool.
That's awesome.
We're like pixel cartoons. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
It was just they chose to do it for that episode where I was the only full Mafia member here.
How do I find this? Is it on Twitter or YouTube?
It's on my YouTube channel.
Okay. Okay, I'll check that out.
I'll check it out.
I don't know how I missed that.
Jay Kaz, $5. Thank you. Says, I'm having some, how do you say that? Birria tacos? I feel like the R's, I'm saying the R's wrong.
Birria
tacos. Slow cooked for 6 hours top with fresh made pico de gallo, cilantro, and lime juice. Delicious. I just love, I love Mexican food generally.
Oh, yeah.
So that sounds wonderful.
Pico de gallo.
I can't eat pico de gallo, though.
Pico de gallo, yeah.
Yeah, you don't pronounce
That's right, the L's you don't pronounce.
So there's people who apparently, like with cilantro, where they have some weird gene or something where it makes it taste like soap. Yes. I have that, and I can't do cilantro.
I have that, really? Not for cilantro. I have that for ginger.
Oh, really?
Ginger.
Yes.
Well,
ginger
it depends on the ginger you have. I've had ginger that tastes kind of like soap, but I've had ginger that's good.
All ginger tastes like soap to me.
Oh, that's bizarre.
But I love pico de gallo, but I have to like dip over, like if I have like chips, I have to dip around the cilantro because if I get cilantro, it's like
that's interesting. I would hate that.
Yeah, it's awful. It really is awful.
Excuse me, I'm tired.
You're yawning now. Oh my
God. I know.
Trent with the $5 super chat. Matt, you should play the George W. Bush shoe throw video. Today's the anniversary. All right. Today's also the anniversary of the day that journalist threw his shoe at George W. Bush. I think it was something. The thing that I remember seeing, and it was shocking to me, it was the 15th year anniversary of that happening, and I was like, that actually feels like longer ago. Like that only happened in 2008. I thought that for some reason that happened much earlier in the Iraq War. I thought that happened.
Oh, yeah.
2004, 2005,
older.
or 2006.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah, I would have said like 2006. Huh.
Here we are.
Regex or Regex, or I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Reg. I'm an actual Gen X fan, motherfucker. Deal with it. Appreciate you.
My dog just like coughed, like choke coughed so loud it scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, that sucks. I always worry when like they do that. It's
like,
dying.
Scared, like, holy
I thought
fuck.
I heard something. I thought I heard something, but it was like faint.
So loud, my God.
That's funny. This is for me. You're serious, yep. $1 super chat. Thank you so much. You're serious, yep.
Colt Dog with a super chat. Better names than Kyle Kulinski's Secular Talk. LOL. Hey, I guess Secular Talk is kind of it's a basic name, I guess. I'm gonna launch a show called Theocratic Chat.
He's kind of changed his I know I'm not sure if he still has this, but he has that like neon sign that says the Kyle Kulinski show. He's definitely like tried to move away from the secular talk aspect of his name.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he has that show with Crystal too. Was it Kyle and Crystal? Yeah.
Yeah. Crystal and Kyle, yeah.
Lydia Rose, $1.99. Thank you, Lydia. Name ideas for queer history YouTube. I don't know. Like,
I'm bad at naming things generally, so
right. You're asking the worst people to name. Like I came up with the Humanist Report. That's really tough. Maybe something with Rainbow Road. No, that's like Mario Kart. I don't know.
They Story.
Oh my God.
They Story.
Okay, yeah. That could. Yeah,
there you go. There's your suggestion.
Yeah, that's better than anything I could think of. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at names.
Koru, thank you for being a member for so long. 52 months. Oh my God. Says you all need to use this channel to decompress. Potluck. Yes, we all need to decompress.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think this is me. I think this is Binder.
It's probably for me. Hold on. Tony Rizzo with a $5 super chat. Mike being Fredophobic with claiming America as a last name, then pushing up on my turf, offering to make Binder's intro-outro visuals for shame.
What is Fredophobic?
Fredophobic.
Oh, like Italian phobic? I'm not Italian at all, though.
But you hate them. I have no idea what this is about.
I married an Italian. I don't hate Italians.
Fredophobia is an extreme prejudice against Italian people. Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, well, I don't know if they're saying, I think maybe they're thinking that I'm Italian because of my last name, but I'm Portuguese.
You're phobic against it. No. It's you're Italian phobic. You are deathly afraid of Italians.
Well, I married an Italian guy, so
I don't know where this goes.
Oh, because America is named after an Italian explorer named Amerigo Vespucci.
Oh, how am I supposed to know that? We don't get taught history in this country. Our public education system is broken.
That is what deep ass.
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep smear. They go back in the history for that one. Shit.
I know, damn. Accusing me of Italophobia or Fredophobia. Jesus. Ignar Husky with $5. The Leftist Collective would be a dope name, James. I hate it though. I'm so sorry. I don't like it.
It sounds too proper. Like we need like a big building,
right?
With like I don't know.
That's what I get too.
Building with a couple of doors or something.
We wear like ties and shit. Like I don't know.
Yeah, so you have to wear ties now.
Yeah, I get the same vibe. Also want to do a Fury fan art version of y'all. What critter would y'all want to be or see yourself as? Oh my God,
not Fury, furry.
Oh, furry.
You think you're excited that we were going to all turn into Mad Max characters?
Oh,
okay. I got excited for a second.
I did the opposite of Rest in Puss, where it's like I was trying to avoid saying furry, but it literally is furry because okay.
What is furry?
Yeah. I think that if I were to be an animal,
I want to be a ferret.
Whatever I would look best as. I'm not sure what my spirit animal is. So
I kind of, looking at myself on the screen, I kind of look like a koala bear. I also kind of look like a frog, but I don't want to be a frog. Maybe like a koala bear or a raccoon, or something like that. I don't know. You're the artist though, so I think that the artist should have free range and just, you know.
agree. I just feel like I'd be a dog, but I'm not sure what kind of dog.
Or a skunk. I want to be something that looks that looks smelly.
Ferrets and skunks, definitely both.
I'm trying to look. I also kind of look like a reptile too, from certain angles. I don't know. It's hard to say. I could be a plethora of animals.
Lizard people, I see.
Mike Figueredo looks like a reptile.
Kind of like a bearded dragon.
You're a bit of an Alex Jones there. You're just coming out and giving them free content.
Free
Mike.
content. He admitted.
Yeah.
The Humanist Report came out and said he was a reptile. Did you hear that, folks?
That's a pretty good Alex Jones impression.
All your impressions are like just a bit off.
Yeah.
Who's this for? Regardless, free Julian
for me.
Assange.
Danny Guggenor with the super chat. Thank you, Danny. Free Julian Assange.
There you go.
Trent with a super chat. Rename the show Hassan Abi for the views. Yeah, for SEO.
Hassan Abi Drama Channel. Name it that.
Yeah.
Or just change like one
we don't
letter.
talk about him at all.
Like like add an H, Hashanabi or something
Make
like that.
one of the A's the at symbol.
Yeah.
Name the show Mr. Beast Hassan. What are some other big YouTubers? Throw them out to me. Just throw them all in the title. That's just our name.
You got to do Mr. Beast Hassan sex hot
or
kissing
just
prank.
Just separate the letters. Has, Anna, by. There we go.
Horny locals in your town. Welcome to the Horny Locals in Your Town show, everybody.
Nude pic videos or nude videos or some shit. I don't know.
Joe McClory with a super chat. We're Leftist Mafia, but we're thinking of changing the name. Yeah, that's what all that's what you do when you're in this line of business. You gotta always be changing, so people can't pinpoint who you are, where you're working from. We always gotta change.
All good commentators always self-assess, reassess,
right.
Criticize ourselves. So that's why we're down this path right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't show these normally, but someone is a member for 5 months for somebody.
Hey. Oren F, 200 yen. Thank you, Oren. Has there been a special anniversary canceling? I would like to cancel Matt Rife because I'm just tired of looking at his smug face. That's my pick, personally.
I thought you were going to say
I forgot we used to
do
cancelings.
Like, I'm going to cancel Matt. I'm like, what?
No, just Matt Rife. I don't know. I don't know a lot about him, but what I've heard has been very just. I don't want to see more of him.
He seems very smug.
He was getting really. I know we talked about it before, and I didn't say anything really because I didn't really. But while you're bringing it up again, he was getting like really big too. Like all he had to do was not cause any problems. Like he was probably gonna continue to like ascend. I was seeing his stuff.
You could argue he's ascended more though because of this. So
true. We're hearing about him because of it.
I went from hearing about how like, oh, the dude's really funny. I mean, that's just what I was seeing and reading, and because his stuff was always appearing on like, my feeds and stuff, to like people just nonstop talking shit about him now.
Mm-hmm. What I saw, and this is Philip DeFranco's assessment, and he's usually pretty spot on. He said that people were pissed off at Matt Rife because he kind of got his following by being more like a female-centric comedian. Like he made jokes that landed a lot more with women, and then he tried to distance himself from that in the Netflix special, and then he brought in the domestic violence jokes, and it was like, you built your audience off of women, and now you're kind of giving them the middle finger.
Right. It's funny you mentioned that. Now that I think about it, all the videos I saw before all of this happened, when he was getting like popular, all the videos that were going viral of him were him interacting with female members of the audience who were like really into him, like who thought he was great. And it was all like him interacting with them. So yeah, I mean,
that helps to explain. He wanted to he didn't like that image. He didn't want that audience, and That's the way to try and lose them, I guess.
Listen, if I was if I was getting big in my line of work or whatever, I don't care. I don't care who the fuck the audience would be. Whatever audience likes me, love me, baby. I don't care. I'll welcome you to me. Yeah.
It's so bizarre. I think this is me. Yeah. Cosmere Dragon, thank you. $5. Appreciate that. You were talking about finding a creator on YouTube who has good views on psychology. Have you seen Healthy Gamer GG? I think you would vibe with him. I've never heard of him, but I will check them out. I'll make a little note to myself. Healthy Gamer GG. I think that would be cool. This one's also me. Miguel Sequedo, $5. Thank you. Rather than challenging Biden in the primary, should we contest the convention to replace the VP with a more progressive voice to heal the party? No, I think that the primary is the way to go because the conventions they could just toss you out with security. They did it in 2016 to Bernie.
Yeah, there's less of a chance of that being successful.
Yeah,
there's a small chance of the primary being successful. So.
Right, and I have an interview with the primary opponent to Biden, Marianne Williamson. So watch it on Tuesday. It's coming out. It's available now.
She's getting some heat today, by the way. Apparently, I didn't watch the video.
I saw that.
That's some. I don't know.
When you said that, Mike, I was like, "Oh, you interviewed Dean Phillips."
No, I interviewed Marianne. It was a long 1-hour interview, and I tried to challenge her on certain things, but also tried to give her the space to share her platform. I think it was a good interview. But hopefully you all like it.
Did you a better interview than what Olay gave? Because she set a high bar.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't.
Is it going to cause any controversy like Olay's did?
I guess we'll see.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say, right? Because I do ask some really tough questions that can be perceived as like hostile.
Did she answer
but I think
well?
that it's subjective.
You have to watch the interview to find out.
Yeah. But I mean,
Mike,
I hope people understand I was coming in good faith because I literally am like, hey, I'm gonna vote for Marianne in the primary, but I'm still gonna ask tough questions. So I hope people understand that I'm coming in good faith when I ask these questions.
Mike, can you give us a brief 55-minute summary of your 1-hour video with Marianne Williams?
We are moving on to the next super chat.
Tickwick makes games with a super chat.
We all got these.
Happy anniversary, Leftist Mafia. So I'll just say it for each of us.
There's 3 of them.
Happy anniversary, Leftist Mafia to me. Happy anniversary, Leftist Mafia to David. Happy anniversary, Leftist Mafia to Mike. I almost said happy leftist.
Happy Leftist Mafia.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Thank you. JCast, $5. Thank you. Says, when are you guys gonna go the cameo route like George Santos did?
Oh God.
I don't think we're famous enough to do that.
I'm gonna do some cameos.
We're not famous
he claimed,
enough.
So I don't believe him because he lies about everything. But he claimed he made more on Cameo that he's ever made in Congress, being a congressman.
I would believe it.
How much?
But
is
not
he charging?
in this short of time. It's like $200. Like
it's been like 2 weeks since he's been doing it, I guess.
Then he's just doing it nonstop. I mean, I guess
he probably is getting a lot of them. I mean,
there's extra fees for extra things, and for a speedy turnaround, you pay more too. So some people could be paying him up to like $300, $400, $500 for a video.
Oh my God!
I'm pretty sure I read that John Fetterman's video cost like $350 or something like that.
Stop paying him, God, people! Stop buying cameos from George Santos.
Fetterman
Why?
did one?
Yeah,
Fetterman paid George Santos to make a video
about Menendez.
I can't even take Fetterman's gags anymore because of his fucking.
Yeah.
No, he's just a clown to me. Fuck him.
Insufferable. I hate his guts.
Yeah.
Tara, $2. Thank you, Tara. You didn't have to do that. Congrats on 1 year. The new glasses look great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm still getting used to them. I got some contacts too, so we're gonna try those again. It's been a while. JCast, $5. I'm also having a side of fresh-made refried beans and Spanish rice with a refreshing lime agua fresca. Yum, that sounds really good.
Damn, you're making me hungry. Huh?
I know.
Yeah, what the hell? What is this?
Man, that sounds amazing.
Oh, and this one's for me. JCast with a super chat. Also, I'm topping it off with tres leches cake. I love tres leches. Oh my God, I'm so fucking.
What is tres leches?
It's an amazing
Look
cake.
this up.
It's it comes from, I think it's Colombian. There's also like a Peruvian version, but
I don't think I've had this.
It's like a cake with
It looks familiar.
different like cream, like frosting cream, but it sits on top of a milk, like a very sweet milk, and it's just amazing. It just
Okay,
tastes
I've never
amazing.
had that then. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me continue reading. Also, I'm topping off with a tres leches cake and flan for dessert. Oh, so good. Wish y'all could try some.
Oh my
I
God.
can taste the tres
Jesus.
leches, honestly. I can taste
Jay.
it. Saying it.
I could taste
Jesus.
the tacos. That's what I want.
Oh God. Okay. There's a Mexican restaurant near me. I need to get that.
Damn.
I need it.
Is this for me? Yeah, Brian B with a super chat. If y'all are Dragon Ball Z characters, Kyle is Goku.
That's fair.
But who are we?
I'm Piccolo.
You're Piccolo.
I'm Piccolo.
I mean,
I don't know enough about Dragon Ball Z to know.
I guess I would be.
You're Vegeta.
Who, me or Matt?
Me.
Matt's Vegeta.
No, you know
What
what? I'm based on my looks alone. I'm clearly Brawly.
Okay.
Who am I?
I don't think you know who Brawly is.
Give me somebody.
he's this super fucking buff guy, like huge guy.
How do you spell Brawly? I didn't.
Broly.
I can see that, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the hair is similar.
Okay. Wait.
I mean, you can say that about literally every Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball, though. The hair is similar.
Yeah, I did not. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with this character. Okay.
I am not Krillin. I refuse to be Krillin. Do not call me Krillin.
What's
also,
the guy?
Also, he's bald. I'm probably got the biggest head of hair on this show.
I don't know.
What's the? I'm blanking on his name. God, the guy who died when Vegeta came back the first time with the long hair. Ole has art of him. I cannot think of his fucking name. I'm blanking on it. You're that guy, David. Oh, Yamcha. Yeah, Yamcha.
Someone said Matt is that person.
Yamcha?
I feel like David is Yamcha.
Possibly.
Okay, sure.
Because the longer hair, like when you had long hair at least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Master
Matt is
Roshi.
Trunks.
Trunks. God, I don't remember. Let me.
Oh, someone else said I'm Yamcha. Okay. 2 people said I'm Yamcha.
Oh, Trunks. Okay.
No, I'm not Trunks. No, I'm not Trunks.
Trunks is Vegeta's son, right? Am I thinking of? It's been so long. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. Anyways,
I don't remember.
$50 for somebody here. What
oh my
the hell?
God. This is. Oh my God, this is for me. Thank you so much.
Who is like the pink blob guy in Dragon Ball?
Majin Buu.
Is that who is Majin Buu? I want to be him. I'm
Oh, Trunks is Vegeta's son. Okay. Thanks, Dom. I was right about that. I thought so. I'm really rusty on it. Okay. Humorous, my goodness, $50. Can we get like a soundbite? Like we've got to have something for that. That's insane.
I haven't used this in a while. Let's see what we got here.
There we go. Hey,
good
that works. I saw that, or I heard that in my my Final Cut library, and I was like, "Oh, this is the soundbite from the show." Oh no. Well, thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much. That is incredibly kind. I apologize for offending anyone or bringing discord to what I consider to be an important channel. I am not so far off that you should just cast my opinions aside. You really do only have about 22 to 25 years left of what you all call potable water. Yeah. I don't necessarily think you're wrong. Yeah, I've kind of, ever since Flint and all the other like subsequent reports, you kind of see that like our water infrastructure is a ticking time bomb in general, but like the potable water situation, yeah. But
when I
don't
like
think
that, my first thought is my kid is going to grow up to hate that he exists, that we decided to have him because this is the fucking world he's going to be living in. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. Let's see. Ignar Husky, $5. Thank you. Why does Kyle have a blue light with the flag, by the way? looks like a Blue Lives Matter flag. It should be green. LOL. I really like the aesthetic though. Kyle and I, like, we're almost exactly the same age. We're millennials, and we both kind of had like the same like millennial styles, and like he probably had the same not Jenko jeans, but like the wide leg jeans. He had the same frosted tips as me. Like, we're the same person, so aesthetically, I like the style. Like, I think that the blue light looks really good. So I never have a criticism with Kyle's style. Nadia Yvette Chamber.
Didn't he used to have the green light though?
He in his old studio he did, yeah. In the new one he has like it looks. I'm trying to think. He has like a globe and like a blue light, and then his YouTube plaques. I think it looks really slick. Like I like it. He needs some bisexual lighting. That would improve it. But the blue still looks good.
Every fucking YouTube channel now has that.
Yeah. Nadia Yvette Chambers, $10. Thank you, Nadia. It's clear that full theocracy is en route. LGBT will be outlawed and aggressively mass imprisoned, and worse, the cops and military are fundies. People need to get out of the country now. Move takes time. Well, here's what I will say. I'm not that doomer pill to where I think it's going to come to that, definitely. But I wouldn't necessarily be surprised to see things get worse. But what I will say is always prepare for the worst. I think especially if you're like a trans person, prepare for the worst. Queer people prepare for the worst. I mean, a lot of marginalized communities, not just LGBTQ, will be vulnerable. But I wouldn't go as far as you. But if you look at a lot of countries when they kind of fall into authoritarianism, Nadia, there's never like a Handmaid's Tale moment where it's like, okay, one day we're democracy, the next day there's the camps. It's a very slow buildup, and so there's red flag after red flag after red flag. I personally don't think that like now is the time to flee, but when it gets to that point, you will hear me say it. I'm just saying, be prepared for the worst. Update your passport just in case, you never know.
Ford8484. Thank you for the super chat. Says, you guys see the Trump NFT scam? The new one. There's a new one?
I heard about this.
Yeah.
What?
He's selling more NFTs.
He's selling more on the same site or what?
I'm not sure what the old site was, but he's selling more
selling pieces of his mugshot suit. Is that what this is?
Right, for $5,000 a piece. I did see that.
Oh my god.
He cut up pieces of his mugshot suit and is selling that.
God, let's hope he has to cut up pieces of his prison suit next.
Right.
Because I'm fucking done with this motherfucker.
I mean, at this point, he could fucking wipe his ass and sell the toilet paper. I mean, these people are such sycophants. They'll eat up anything. They'd let him shit into their mouths. They're freaks.
Yeah. I only got one more left, so I'm just going to do it now and then jump. Celeste, thank you for your chat. Celeste is always trolling me. Says, damn, David is still here. Anyways, what is y'all's favorite Christmas song? That's a really great question.
Christmas wrapping by the waitresses.
Sorry, you have a cool answer. My answer is nostalgic.
You're familiar with that song, right? You've definitely heard it before.
I have no idea.
It's Merry Christmas, but I'm sure I'll miss this one this year. You never heard that one before?
No.
One. Look it up.
There's only one answer to this. There's only one answer. It's Donny Holiday, This Christmas. That's the best Christmas song.
For me, it's either George Michael, Last Christmas, or and the video for that song is so good, so 80s. Or Feliz Navidad's good too. I'd probably say Last
have a good one too. Merry Christmas.
I think I say Last Christmas.
Don't Want to Fight Tonight. You ever heard that one? That's another good one.
Have you heard Danity Kane's Home for Christmas? That one's a banger.
No, I haven't.
Diddy broke them up, so we're not going to get more of them.
Oh, the Kinks. Someone just reminded me. The Kinks has a great Christmas song, Father Christmas. Definitely check that one out. That's fantastic. That's like a real lefty. That's like a leftist Christmas song. Check that one out for sure.
I feel like I have a hard time getting into new Christmas songs because the only reason I like Christmas music is because I think of childhood and I think of like it's nostalgic. I don't really like new Christmas songs.
It's not a new one. It's from. It's probably.
Well, new to me. I guess is what I'm saying.
It's from
like
77.
ones that I haven't heard.
It's a good one.
Unless if I've heard it before, maybe there's some secret nostalgia in there. There was one more I was just thinking, and I just lost it.
The one at the beginning of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I don't know the name, but it's like, it's that time!
Yeah,
It's really powerful. Like, I love it. So good.
Christmas time is
here. Can you give us that again, Mike? That was great. It sounded like a Muppet.
Yeah.
It's that time.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Just like that. I like that one.
It doesn't sound like that, but you get the vibe.
I'm not gonna shit on Mariah Carey. That song is good. That song is it's consistently good.
Yeah.
I've heard it a million times, and I still like that song. So.
She's the GOAT. Also, Ariana Grande,
great song.
Really great Christmas songs. Taylor Swift even. I like her Christmas Tree Farm song. I think it's really cute. I heard it at the store, and it's been stuck in my head. Yeah, there's a lot.
Also, can't forget everybody's favorite Christmas tune, the all-time classic, Dominic the Donkey.
I don't know what that is.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You ever heard about Dominic the Donkey?
No.
People usually make fun of it. It's an Italian Christmas song. It's a song about Dominic the Donkey, the Italian Christmas donkey. It's really bad.
This sounds Frito-phobic to me.
Yeah. Now we know who the real Frito-phobic was.
Yeah, I'm getting accused of being...
You guys don't know your Christmas tunes.
We grew up in clearly very different cultures.
Yeah. We're Portuguese, so we just have completely different lives than you, Matt.
Yeah, it's different. All right, I'm out. I'll get to where we were. I think we were here. See you. Oh, well, I guess, Mike, see you next year.
Yeah, Happy New Year's.
Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
All right, this one is for you.
T King with a super chat. Let's get some guests on. Networking with Leftist Mafia is OP. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Always.
Oh boy, we gotta start going through these. We got a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lydia Rose with a super chat. Oh, this one we were looking for queer history YouTube channel names. Queerstory. That's one, right?
Yeah, and then Queer Story. I like that. I like that a lot.
Got another one here, maybe? Narrator with a Trino cast?
I don't like that one, yeah. It's a little bit sussy, narrator. This one's for me. Based Plant Raichu, $4.99. Thank you. Hey, Portland area comrade here. I know it was a few weeks ago, but please don't recommend out-of-towners to go to Voodoo Donuts because they're union busters. Are they really? I did not know this. God, that's really disappointing. Not surprising, though, because... everyone's a union buster. Okay, I will not anymore. Noted. Mengtang with $50. Damn. Jesus Christ, Mengtang, you're so generous. Thank you, my goodness. Damn it.
You're getting a few $50 tonight. All right.
Yeah, this is crazy. Damn it, I love you so much, Mikey. Love you too. Thank you. BB, but Trump dying doesn't mean his policies won't be for generations. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hate it, but maybe a bit more pessimistic. David, love you long time, but Gallo, you don't get a Canadian pass for that poor pronunciation. Oh, the Pico de Gallo.
Pico de Gallo.
Thank you, Mengtang. I appreciate that. Okay, so this one is
narrators for me with a super chat. Libcasters. Lib equals left is best. Leftist, it's best casters. I don't know about that. Let's keep going.
It's kind of funny, but I don't want people to think we're liberals. Base Plant Raichu, $4.99. Support at Donut Workers United and union shops like donuts. I did not know that. That's really disappointing. I'm not up on my my Voodoo Donuts shit. I haven't been there in a while, but I'm not gonna go there now. Fuck them. So David saw that one. Okay.
Trent, new name, GTA 6 trailer 2.
I love it.
That'll blow their minds. Yep. Narrator with another suggestion. Left Street, but you start an R&B group. I get what you did there. All right.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Omega with a super chat. Happy holidays. Pro tip: this is a week of work holiday parties, so crash one for free food and drink. Have fun, comrades. Right. This is the holiday party week. I remember that back when I went to an office. Haven't had a office holiday party in many years because no one goes to the office anymore. Everyone works from home. Narrator's still going. Narrator says Leftists Next Door, but as a spin-off of Kids Next Door, and every guest is a member, but you guys are just the core members. Okay, you're getting really into this.
Oh, look at this one.
RM Brown with a $10 super chat. Thank you, RM Brown. Everyone chat RM Brown's channel, by the way.
Yes.
Protection money for the Mafia. Oh, that's a very good idea. We need to start letting other lefty YouTubers know that if they want to remain on the YouTube, they're going to need to fork over a little bit of cash every week. Or there's going to be a knock at their door, see?
Kaya Damon, $9.99. Thank you so much. Congrats on 1 year of Leftist Mafia. Mike, thank you. Even with how difficult political news coverage can be, just know that I've laughed along with you in those other fun times. Your laugh brings me joy as a fellow gay. Well, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. I appreciate you saying that. We've got 0PE, Leftist Mafia 1 year anniversary. Let's go. Left is best. Hey, thank you so much, Zero. Really appreciate that. Oh, I love this one.
Brian B with a super chat. Sam Cedar is Master Roshi. Right? Yes, he is Master Roshi. That's correct.
Although Master Roshi is a pervert, and I don't get pervert vibes from Sam. That's the one thing.
That's true. Yeah,
you know,
I mean, but he's the general gist is that he's old. That's. I don't think there's much more to look into that comparison other than he's old.
Sam isn't that old, right? Like he's in his early 50s. Late 40s.
He's I think he's entering his 60s.
Really? Wow.
So hold on, let me double check. I'm pretty sure though. I'm pretty sure he's 57. Yeah, he's getting up there.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow. I would not have. He looks great for 57. Yeah. Jesus.
He certainly does not look like Master Roshi, although
right.
he might be getting to Master Roshi territory.
Wow, he's got to tell me his secret.
I mean, it's clear that if you work work at the majority report, you just look much younger than you actually are. It's just part of the deal.
It's a perk with the job.
Right. This for me. Jay
yes.
Rude with a super chat. You can't blackmail me with money. Okay. Narrator with a super chat. Left on red.
I kind of like that one. That's funny.
There's already a podcast, a very big podcast, but I always thought this should have been the name of a leftist podcast, not a true crime weird cryptids podcast. But Last Podcast on the Left is a very big podcast that should be a leftist podcast if you ask me. But
it's not.
No, you never heard of Last Podcast on the Left?
Mm-mm. What is it about?
It's pretty big.
Oh, okay.
Look it up.
Okay.
It's been around for a while too.
Oh, okay. I'm out of the loop on that. Meng Tang with another super chat, $10. Thank you so much. My goodness, you're making it rain. I can't believe I forgot from episode 1 and years before. You all got me through an insanely tough move from the West Coast cities to rural as fuck James Comer, Kentucky district move. Love you all. Happy anniversary. Love you too. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much, Meng Tang. I think this is you.
Omega with a super chat. Diddy has cursed everyone he's worked with. I honestly don't know. I'm not too into. I've never been into him. So I don't really know his career, and I know he has a number of big hits, and obviously is super rich and wealthy and famous, but I don't really know too much about him, honestly.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Anything he touches, he just shelves really talented artists and stuff, and yeah, I agree. Lydia Rose with $1.99. Thank you, Lydia. Worst song, Wings, Wonderful Christmas Time. I don't know if I've heard that.
Having a wonderful Christmas.
Because I kind of like that one, if that's the one.
Is that what that is? I don't. Honestly, I like most Christmas songs. I'm a sucker for Christmas. I really enjoy.
I do like Christmas music. Yeah, I used to hate it, but I like it.
It's as you get older, you come to appreciate it. There's the nostalgia factor. if you've got
Right.
kids, what if you don't have kids? Just if you have family you enjoy being around, you just feel nostalgic. It's in the air. You can
Right,
tell. Look at me.
right.
I'm a big old softy when it comes to Christmas. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with
Sue
you
me.
though. No, I'm with you. It is something like as you get older, you really appreciate it a lot more. At least I do, and you do. But that's how it is. The same for me.
I'm trying to think of a Christmas song I hate. I mean, there's like the sadder Christmas songs that I don't like listening to, but like I don't hate them. I just prefer not to listen to them because they make me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like White Christmas. I hate that song.
I'm dreaming of a white.
Yeah, I don't. It's too slow. It sounds racist. I just don't like it.
Just like the one I used to know. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. We got to get a singing episode with you.
Little Drummer Boy. It's a good one. That's a good one. I know you're saying.
Oh,
it's
I don't
awful.
like. I hate that one.
Santa Baby. That's one that I guess isn't a great one. Santa
That one's
Baby.
just creepy.
You went to good one that you probably find annoying, but if you have kids, you love to tease them with it. I love teasing my kids with this one. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. You know that one?
I think I do, yeah.
Mommy and Daddy are mad. I always tease them with that one. It's pretty great to tease your children when you have kids. It's fantastic.
That's good. Let me see where we're at. This one's for you. Yeah.
Pidhajnik with a super chat. Pogues, right. Fairy Tale New York. Rest in peace, Shane McGowan. Right.
All right. This one's for you too. The next couple are.
Blink-182. Happy holidays, you bastards. Is that the one where it's Christmas Eve and I've only wrapped 2 fucking presents? Christmas Eve and I've only wrapped 2 fucking presents and I hate your guts. That one, right? That one.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't know that one, but as you sung it, it sounded familiar.
It's got a really hold on. Let me make sure it's the same one I'm thinking of. Happy holidays, you bastard. Yeah, it is that one.
Oh, your dad says worst song is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I agree with that. Yeah,
Grandma got
that's a
run
good.
over by a reindeer.
Yeah, I agree, Alan. That's such a stupid
from
song.
Our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Oh, you know what?
I guess the messed up part about that song is that does Grandma die? Like
I would
she
imagine
dies,
so, right? Yeah.
She dies. Santa kills Grandma on Christmas Eve. And all you get out of it is you and Grandpa now believe. I mean, it's kind of like, it sounds like a premise of a horror movie, right?
Right.
A grandpa convinces his kid that Santa doesn't exist until Santa shows up and kills Grandma. I mean, that's a Christmas horror movie right there.
Right. Another one that I thought of was I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. I hate that one. It's so stupid.
How does that one go again? I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
But like in the most annoying voice ever.
Underneath the Christmas tree last night, something like that.
Like, why are they under the Christmas tree?
Well,
kissing?
the whole gist of that one, right, is that the kid wakes up, sees their dad dressed as Santa, and he thinks that's Santa. And Mommy's kissing Santa, but it's just mom and dad getting freaky while dad's in his Santa costume.
Right, but it's like, why are you fucking under the tree? Like, isn't there presents there on Christmas? Like, it's like, why?
I'm assuming they're getting
your
freaky,
room.
Mike. He's dressed like Santa, so clearly the kid walks in on them doing something fucking nasty. I mean, maybe she was in the Santa's sack and he throws her under there and just turns her around or something and starts giving it to her. I don't know, Mike. What do you want?
Damn. He wraps her in like a present. She has like a present fetish, and so she's like bonded into like a present, and he's like unwrapping them. I fucking hate the song. It's so stupid and creepy.
They're
I don't
underneath
kink
the
shame,
mistletoe,
but
right? Not the tree. They're underneath.
oh, okay.
Underneath the.
Oh, well, that
mistletoe.
makes a little bit more sense. Okay, that makes it's still a dumb song though. I maintain that. Okay,
This is
David
fun.
missed
Give me
this.
more Christmas songs. I'm feeling festive today.
Have you heard this Christmas song? David, check out Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh, that's a kid show.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh, right. It's a good show. It's too bad they stopped making it a while ago.
I don't remember this one. It sounds familiar though. Okay, this one is for you.
T-types, commie bootleggers. I guess that's one name we could go by.
Yeah. Celeste with $4.99. Thank you, Celeste. Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles is good too. Happy holidays. I'm blanking on that one. Do you know this one, Matt?
I actually don't know that one. Please Come Home.
I feel like I've heard it.
A lot of
it
Christmas
looks
songs.
familiar, but a lot of these songs I don't know the name or who sings it, but if I heard it, then I would be able to place it.
Oh, I gotta hear this one now. It's gonna kill me if I don't know what Christmas song this is. Give me 1 second to listen to it. Oh, come on, stupid Willy Wonka ad. This movie looks so bad.
Yeah, it does.
Come on. Why would you cast Timothée Chalamet in this role? He just doesn't give off Wonka vibes. I'm sorry.
I'm getting irritated by him because he's so oversaturated. Like, a way to make me sick of looking at somebody if you just shove them down our fucking throats constantly.
Oh, this one's in like a lot of movies, but you don't really hear this one on its own.
I gotta look it up.
This is like the segue song in when in a lot of Christmas movies where there's like the sad part where they break up or something. And they do the montage of the couple doing their things by themselves. Be careful, Mike.
Oh my God, you're right. Yep. Okay. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. This one's you.
Lydia Rose with a super chat. Regarding Sam Cedar, must be the Hello Tushy and say Bay Day. Why? I'm so confused what this even means. What? Must be the Hello Tushy and because
he looks so
young, right?
Yeah,
okay. I get you.
And say bidet. Okay. Is this one? Yeah. Lydia Rose. Thank you, Lydia. $1.99. LOL, Mike. I'm 36. I don't think it'll change. What was this in reference to? Let me go back. Let me see what your last one was. You sent a couple. Christmas tree or Christmas song. I don't know. Do you remember, Matt, what this was in reference to? I'm blanking. I don't think it'll change. I'm 36. We were talking about age. My goodness, I lost it already.
Well,
shit.
Let's keep going.
Sorry, Lydia. Maybe it'll come back to me. Don't send another super chat though. Just put it in the chat, and I'll try to look for it. Okay, this one's you. This one.
Bay Photo with a $5 super chat. If you're ever feeling nostalgic for Christmas, there's a dedicated year-round Christmas store in Sedona, Arizona. I don't even have to go to Sedona, Arizona. I'm pretty sure there's a dedicated Christmas store in New York City, too. Seems like something that a number of big cities have, actually.
Another one.
Spasticus with a $5 super chat. Jingle Bells, Batman Smell is still a classic. Yeah, that's a classic one.
It is. I thought it was so edgy when I was in first grade.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin
laid an egg.
The Batmobile lost its wheel, and the Joker ran away, or the Joker got away, whatever you choose. Batman's in the kitchen, Robin's in the hall, Joker's in the bathroom, peeing on the wall. That's the real classic. That's the one where you felt edgy. The other one was that's when you felt edgy when you were in kindergarten. But man, when you were in third grade, Joker's peeing on the wall, man.
This one is for you.
The Dropkick Murphys, The Season's Upon Us. That sounds up your alley, Matt. That is a good one. I forgot about that one. That one is a good one.
And this one is for you also.
Connor Miles with a super chat. Growing up in Denver meant growing up with Mile High Christmas by Breathe, Carolina. What's that one? I gotta. Growing up in Denver. This song came out in 2010. What are you talking about? Growing up.
I was gonna say Breathe Carolina. I feel like that was a newer band, but I wouldn't know. But it just okay. We're not that young, or that old, I should say.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a classic. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There's a ton of like modern day Christmas songs, but that don't become classics. Like maybe you listen to them the year they come out, and then everyone promptly forgets about them for good.
Okay, next one is for you.
Oni Kaz, the super chat. Santa's beard from They Might Be Giants. I also don't know that one. Let me. Let's see. Never heard this one.
What about this one?
If you want a good punk Christmas song, then What We Do on Christmas by Adam and His Package is a great one. It's about it's a song from the perspective of what Jewish people do on Christmas. It's a good one. It's like a joke song. It's a funny song. It's a good one.
Okay.
Narrator with a super chat. -5, Your Christmas Whiskey. I don't know that one either.
Huh. Lots of recommendations.
Let's take out this one. No, this one either. I feel like everyone comes out with Christmas songs in hopes that they will have a hit Christmas song, right? But very few actually get to that upper echelon of Christmas classics.
It's a small club, honestly.
It is.
This one is for me, Elise Balk with $2. Thank you so much. Mummy kisses Santa under the mistletoe. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the correction. I was offended that they would be kissing under the tree. That just seems really weird. Mistletoe definitely makes sense. This is a good one for you.
So this is for me. Celeste, the super chat. Hi, favorite Christmas movie? Ooh, that's There's a number of Christmas horror movies I love. Krampus is obviously a really good
That one is good, yeah.
There's there's one I've been watching every year, and I'm having a mental block right now. Hold on.
Did you see that new Violent Night Christmas movie that came out last year? It's with David Harbour.
Yes, that's a good one, but that's
Is
not
it?
the one.
Oh, okay. I want to see it. It looks good. Oh, Bad Santa's a good one. Oh,
Silent
right.
Silent Night, Deadly Night is fantastic.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Check out that one. It's a really great horror Christmas movie. In terms of classics, I mean, National Lampoon is amazing. That's there's no doubting that one. That one's fantastic. Trying to think, what other Christmas movies do I like?
What about, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on Jingle All the Way? Because that's probably my favorite.
Oh, it's an all-time holiday classic. It's amazing. I
just
Jingle
watched
All the
that
Way.
last week. It's still so good.
It is really good. It is. There's a number of great Dancer, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
I just love it. Like the guy Ted, when he's like, he calls Arnold Schwarzenegger calls like his home and he's eating his cookies. Like, oh, these cookies. And it's like, Ted, put the cookie down. It's so funny. I love it so much.
He's putting up my star with my wife
in my house. Iconic. Yeah, rip to Ted.
Yeah, that's a really it's a really good movie. I'm trying to think. Oh, and Sinbad is so fucking good in that movie.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, with the mail bomb.
Yeah, that's really a bomb.
There's some sick people out there. Sick people.
Yeah, that's a good one. Also, I really love Bad Santa. That one's so good.
Right. Yeah. Die Hard, obviously. Great.
You know
Christmas
what?
movie.
I've never seen Die Hard, as weird as that is.
It's a great Christmas movie.
I want to watch it. I want to, because I love those kinds of like 90s action movies. Those are great, but I somehow have never seen Die Hard.
I got these aren't Christmas movies, but I guess because when the more recent ones came out, and I don't know, just because I guess as a kid that's the gifts I would get for Christmas. But the Star Wars movies have always made me feel Christmassy. I know they have nothing to do with Christmas, but I've always connected Star Wars with Christmas.
If you watch it around that time, maybe.
Yeah,
Something
and
like
The Empire
that.
Strikes Back obviously takes place in the snow.
Yeah.
What else? There's a lot of other. I'm thinking.
Oh, Elf is really good too. Yeah, I love Elf.
And then there's the classics, obviously, like Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Charlie Brown Christmas. What else? Those are all great Christmas movies.
Yeah. I'm glad somebody brought up Bad Santa. I want to watch that. I love Thurman Merman so much. He reminds me of Poopy. My dog is Poopy, for those who don't know. Just very timid and sweet. Just love
Muppet
it.
Christmas Carol, thank you. That's another great one.
Lanzetta, I will try to watch Die Hard because I do actually want to see it. For whatever reason, I never watched it. I don't know why.
Gremlins. People forget Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Is it? It's been so long. I don't remember much about
A
it.
Christmas Story, of course, fantastic.
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
Story. The Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously, is another great one. These are all great Christmas movies.
No, Sasha, I don't know why I've never seen Die Hard. At most, it's been on when I was around, but I just never watched it when I was really young. I've never sat down and watched Die Hard. No, which is crazy. And I've been
Home
wanting to watch it
Alone.
for years. Oh,
Home
right, yeah, Home
Alone.
Alone's a classic.
And
it
Home
still
Alone
holds
2.
up. Yeah, it's still really good. I watched both of them last year. It was still really good. Okay. Lydia, follow. Oh, I'm sorry, Lydia. You didn't have to send another. I was looking for your chats in the comment section. But just responding, chat being dumb, response to nostalgia and Christmas music. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Lydia. I really appreciate it. Okay, this is the second. Oh no, we got some more. Okay, I was gonna say almost there. These last three are for you. Oh, you're frozen, or am I frozen? Uh-oh. Chat, am I frozen or is Binder frozen? Oh no, it's Binder. Oh no, I thought it was me for a second. Okay, we'll wait for him. Okay, and he was muted too. All right. I bet his computer crashed because that happened to me. How about this? I'll go through the last three just in case he can't come back. But this one is check out Steve Malden's Oh Holy Night. It's great from Colt Dog. Thank you, Colt Dog. $1.99. Bay Photo. $1.99 to Matt Binder. Thank you. SNL Christmas Time for the Jews. Pretty funny. Okay, I've never seen that. Spartacus with $5. Which is your favorite Christmas Carol movie? Christmas Carol movie. The Muppets. It's got to be the Muppets, right? I'm going to guess that Binder says the Muppets, but mine is the Muppets. Or no, you know what? It might be the Mickey one, because my mom recorded the Mickey Christmas Carol on VHS from the TV. That's how I used to pirate things back in the day. And I watched that over and over and over again. But I mean, also the Muppets too. Because I used to like the Muppets. Yeah, Scrooged. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. It's hard to say. I'm assuming I'm going to give it a couple minutes. I'm sure Binder will come back, but if he doesn't, then we will we'll bounce. Okay, the Prof says $1.99. Thank you, the Prof. Hey Arnold's Christmas episode is a classic. I don't know if I've seen that. I probably haven't. But I used to like Hey Arnold. I didn't watch it a lot. I would rent the VHSs if there were any, because I didn't have cable. Onikaze, $5. Thank you. Reaction from Mike watching Die Hard. I'd buy that for $1. Yeah, if I watch it, I'll let you all know. I want to. I'm gonna take 2 weeks off to kind of just chill. So, maybe I'll watch that because I do want to watch a bunch. Okay. Binder might not come back just because we're so close to being done. I'll check my DMs really quick. Yeah, he might just not come back, but let me just really quick check Twitch, see if there's anything there, anyone there to thank. Okay. So, thank you so much to Valinova for the 100 bits. Really appreciate that. And yeah, we're good. Okay. Well, I don't know if Binder's going to come back. What should I do? Should we go for another hour or end it here? I'm the last one standing. It's without Binder, it's weird. It feels doesn't feel the same. Well, how about this? Let's wrap up here. Oh, thank you, Occam's Phaser. I really appreciate you saying that. Hey, Mike, just wanted to say your story helped me come out to my own family. Much love. That's really cool. I appreciate you saying that. I hope it went well. Well, everyone, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a really great show. I will see you all in 2 weeks. I'm going to assume Binder's not coming back. Hopefully, I'm not ending the stream preemptively. We were wrapping up anyway. But yeah, you all take care.